Hello, everybody. It's a bit of a random one, actually. I wasn't really planning on doing it. I've done Crummy stream earlier, Tom's stream, and yeah, and here we are. Obviously, Simon just ended, so I thought let's just do a little late night Friday. Yeah, everyone's worked hard this week after Christmas. It's been a bad week, isn't it? Crummy will be joining me shortly. I don't even have a beer yet, but I'm going to hold fire because I won't be able to welcome you good people into the chat. Hello, Shaz. How you doing? Shaz, have you come across from? You've come across from Northwoods, haven't you? Northwoods Peachtree. What a nice guy he is. He said the other day he was like, just go out to the backyard and go hunting. Wouldn't take long in my house. Shaz says life back to normal, thank God. Yeah, tell me about it. Christmas was it was scary actually because my wife just recently had a baby, so she wasn't double vaccinated. So yeah, we were a bit worried about the whole COVID thing. Let's get some comments as we go through. If I'm looking that way, if I'm looking like here, my laptop screen's out. I'm not being rude. Okay, here we go. Shaz says, "Hey Mark, hello. Of course. Life back to normal. Thank God. Yeah, we got that one earlier. Jack Bandit, good man, Mark. Thanks for hosting, mate. Why not? It's Friday. I hope first of all, if you were in Simon's chat, I hope he's okay. He sounded a bit rough, didn't he? He had a bit of a cough. I hope it's not the old Rona. Yeah, Shaz says, yeah, he's a lovely guy. He really is. What a guy. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, she's 11 weeks old now, bless her. So she's doing really well, actually. She's developing really well, kind of ticking all the boxes. So yeah, it's all good. What's everybody drinking? Is everybody still drinking tonight? I haven't even got a beer yet. It's also sort of so last minute. I got grilling off window beer reviews Thomas earlier, so go and see that on his channel. He's done a live with me. It was like 70 odd questions, I think. He roasted me. He's got some good questions in there. Certainly some stuff that caught me on the hop. We've got 4 people in. Thanks very much for coming along. I hope you had a cracking week, and I hope you're not working tomorrow because I am, which is rubbish. Jack Bandit says, I wouldn't be surprised if Size caught it. Yeah, I missed part of it because obviously I was off for. I'm normally religiously watch Simon's streams. Did he say that Mel had COVID or something? Because everyone in the chat was saying Mel's got COVID. I hope he ain't got it. Because I know you. Yes, it's not good as it. I haven't touched wood. I haven't had it yet because everyone's going to get it, aren't they? Yeah, it don't. It does not sound pleasant. What's everybody drinking? Let me know. Shaz says, hi, Jack. There we go. Yep, Crummy's just said, start now, I won't be far behind. So, yeah, see you in a bit, Crumb. Jack says, yup. Oh, what was that to? Oh, Mel had COVID, did she? Oh. I hope they're all right. Shaz says, my teenager tests positive this week. She's triple vaxxed. Yeah. See, this vaccination, it was like, I don't know. It wasn't kind of what it wasn't what I was hoping for. I thought they'd inject everybody and it kept everyone, because the vaccination like kind of keeps diseases away. But yeah, weirdly, it kind of hasn't. But the guys are working hard, I'm sure. Much cleverer guys than me, that's for sure. What should I do? I need a beer, but I don't want to go so early on because everyone's going to think this is one of them weird streams where nobody turns up. If you wouldn't mind just liking the stream as well and sort of sharing it if it's possible, because it's a bit of a last minute thing and I just haven't had time to do it myself. But yeah, get in the chat and say hello because I always like to speak to you guys. And if I can know you on a name basis, that'd be class. Obviously, my name's Mark. If you haven't been here before, I review beer. I talk all things beer. I'm a massive car nut. There's going to be loads of car and beer stuff coming up. Not sort of no drinking and driving, of course, but yeah. Yeah, loads of stuff coming up. Brand new channel. We're only 2 months old, and you guys have been amazing with the support. So I can't thank you enough. Shaz says it's a shitty lorry. Yeah, it really is. But it's so easy to catch, though, isn't it? Like all the pubs in my town, they all shut down over Christmas because like one member of staff got it and they just spread it. It was insane. Jack, so you can still get it, but symptoms are mild, causes some confusion. Yeah. I mean, I'm double jabbed. I've got my booster next week, so hopefully it's. I don't know. Is it the Moderna one? Has anyone had that Moderna booster? That's the naughty one, isn't it? I think the Pfizer's better. I had Pfizer jabs, but Kevin Parton says, "Yeah, got it for the second time." Oh, rank. Is that right now, Kevin? Have you done like a positive lateral flow or something? I hope you're all right, mate, because that is not good news. So yeah, this if you go on YouTube, just put in the search bar, obviously after the stream, window beer reviews Thomas. He does, like, he grill, like, he's got this like pack of questions, and it was like, do you wake up happy? And it was everything from like, what's your favourite car? Do you wake up happy? And I was like, Jesus Christ! I was answering him. I was like, mate, this guy. Oh, sorry, Kevin. Sorry, mate. Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit. But all the StreamYard work. She's got it for the second time. Yeah, it's ranking it. I mean, she works in. Would I be right in saying she's a pharmacist, or she works in a pharmacy? Is it Boots Pharmacy? So she's going to be public facing. She's going to see probably potentially hundreds of people a day. Tom Stocks says, nice, you're streaming. Thanks for coming along, Tom. Yes, I am. Crummy was like, anyone doing one? I was like, you know what, Crummy, you done one earlier. I'll take the slack. Kevin Park says, no, Mel. Yep, we covered that. Thanks, Kevin. John, fancy coming on? Did anyone catch John's live stream last night? Number one, it was chaos. And John had a few bevies, didn't you, John? So I think he's feeling a bit thick-headed today. But if you want to come on, John, yeah, absolutely, I'll bang the link over. You might, I don't know, if you want to get an early night, equally, have a good one, mate. Jack Bandit says, ha ha ha, loaded question, mate. It was like some of the questions were like, who's your inspiration, or it was like it was deep stuff. It was like quite deep. Neil Long still here, fella. Hello, Neil. Hope you're well, mate. Happy New Year, because I don't think I've seen you since the New Year. And if I have, I apologise, but Happy New Year again. Kenny Joe, hello, mate. I've certainly seen you, Kenny. Happy New Year again, obviously. Simon, John, Mel is going to kill Simon. I didn't catch it, John. I was kind of in and out because of the window beer review stuff, but yeah, I don't know what happened. Obviously, Mel's got COVID and stuff, from what everyone's saying. So I hope she's okay. I didn't get a chance to wish her well in the comments box, which I kind of wish I did. Yeah, look, Tom Stocks knows. Come on, John. If you fancy it, mate. John said about his stream last night. It was a class stream. It's had 475 views, mate. It was mental, wasn't it, John? It was like the chat. I've never known a chat like it in my life. Jack Howard, Brad Evans, and the rest of the troll beaters were on fire, and they had to be, because it was really trolly, but equally very entertaining. Yeah, Tom, what happened on John's live stream, mate? What didn't happen on John's live stream? I got called an Ewok. I called John, Phil, and Grant Mitchell. That was really early on, and it just kicked off, mate. It absolutely kicked off. It was more of a case of what didn't happen, honestly. It really, really was. John says, I'm in bed with the missus. I don't think she'll appreciate me live streaming from the bed. Not on this platform, mate. What's the old boom, 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 boom? The old porn up, start porn up. No, mate, it's a well-earned rest. I know you've been working hard, and it was sort of, you got a little reprieve over Christmas, but it soon went potty. Tom Stock says, wish it was on a weekend. Mate, honestly, go and watch it. Go and watch the live stream back, Thomas. It was so funny. I haven't laughed at that in a long time. It was so funny. The Discord was just kicking off today, and it was really, really good. What we'll do, I haven't got a drink at the moment currently. Well, I've got that, which is like a Sand Smith's Imperial Stout, but I've got work tomorrow. I'll just get a few lazy lagers, I reckon. Yeah, John said, so right, John was late because he was mastering the tags. So I started the stream for John, and he was like, yeah, I'm just getting the tags sorted, mate, like working hard on the tags. And all of a sudden the tags obviously just attracted, it was like bees around a honeypot, wasn't it, with the trolls. They were just like, boom, straight in the live. It was so funny. But yeah, back to the beer. I don't know, I want a couple of lazy lagers. Kind of like 4.7 or something, that'll do me. Not that. What's this? Oh, it's only 7%. But yeah, I don't know. John, one glass of milk. Mate, you're probably on the Horlicks, sitting in bed like that. Stephen, hello, mate. How you doing? Thanks for coming along. Hi, lad. It was brilliant and crazy crack last night, mate. It was so funny. I was just saying, it was like I hadn't laughed like that in a long time. And it's still go and watch. If you haven't watched John's live stream, go to Lord's Brewing Company on YouTube and just find the live stream from last night and just make sure, because I know he's left it up. Just make sure you leave the live chat up, because I mean, my fledgling YouTube career, I've never seen anything like that kick off. Tom Stock says, I went to a random part in the live stream and I could hear his Paul's beer review saying, "Welcome to the late night love with Lord's." Was it this? Welcome to the late night love show with Lord's Brewing Company. It was kind of like it was a cracking stream. Really, really funny. It was like 5 hours as well. Like my wife was like, you went on there at God knows what time. Oh, sorry, Crumb. My wife was like, yeah, you went on there. God knows on like what time did you go on there? I was like, 5 hours ago. Share. Right. This is where I need help, because it's not share, is it? There is a link section somewhere, and I am useless. Crumb, you're gonna have to help me, mate. Where the hell do I find this link? I used to find it all the time. I can just send you that, can't I? Right, Crummy is primed and ready for your pleasure. Bit weird. Right, let me stick it in there, Mr. Beard. Boom, there we go. Yeah, he's just ping us the link, mate. Yeah, mate, you know what I'm like with technology, useless. And Crummy, you need to get in, mate, because I need a beer. John said, the mad bit was we get trolls, but it just doesn't really work with us unless we have more of a laugh, mate. Honestly, you can't. It's like throwing. You can't troll people. You can't troll untrollable people. It's ridiculous. Crummy, yeah. Tom Stocks is laughing. Stephen said, I'm doing grand. Thank you, lad. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, mate, really well, thank you. Working tomorrow, which is a bit poo, but get to have some beers with you guys, which I really do enjoy. I'm loving these live streams. It's probably one of my favourite parts of being on YouTube. Paul's beer review said, goodness me, you cannot keep the geezer for live stream. Mate, I'm terrible, aren't I? I'm everywhere. I'm like, it's ridiculous, but I just love them. I think it's probably I just said it's the most enjoyable part of YouTube for me so far. Paul, do you want to come on? I'll bang you the link over on Instagram or something if you fancy it. Lord says, hey, Tom, Crummy Beard. Tom, did I send you the right link? Tom Stocks is giving a cheeky little wink. Crummy, all right, handsome John, mate. He's handsome, isn't he? He is handsome. Tom Stocks is primed and ready. What to troll bash? Crummy, is that the right link, mate? I've sent you one. Don't quite know what's happening. I put it in the 24-hour New Year's 24-hour one. And then as soon as you come on, I can grab a beer. So hurry up. But Paul, if you fancy it, mate, I'll get you on. I'll ping it across on Instagram. Right, yeah, we've caught up with the comments because I'm normally useless with the comments. So yeah, we've got 14 people in. Hello, everybody. Get in the chat if I've not met you before or you've never been here before. Thanks for coming along. Get in the chat and let me know you're here, because I'd like to sort of speak to everybody, really. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you could just hit the like button on the stream, because this is so unprepped, it's ridiculous. And if you could just send in a like on the stream, just helps me out a little bit, which I really do appreciate. Paul says, as John says, Paul, it's nice to see he's enjoying it. It gets harder over time, but still good fun. LOL live tomorrow, or is it Sunday? Yeah, Paul's doing his LOL live, I think, mate. Paul, I'm off to bed early. Start early tomorrow. Appreciate that, fella. No, mate. A good crack last night. It was good to spend, because I don't think I spent that amount of time with you. It was good crack. So thanks for just being hospitable, really. Yeah, Tom says smash that like button. Yeah, please, if you wouldn't mind. Just to let everybody know that this monstrosity is here for their viewing pleasure. Crumb, are you not on it, mate? Have I sent you the wrong link? Probably have. I see what I'm ringing. Oh, he's in. Hold on. Who do we have here? You know it.
Hello. Hello.
There you go, mate. How you doing?
Morning, how are you? Morning, how are you? Morning, how are you?
Sound.
Hear me?
I'm getting
Morning, how are
bounce.
you? Hear me? Morning, how are 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 you?
Crumb, I'm getting like bounce back on sound. It's really weird. If I take you out the stream, it sorts itself out. Give us a thumbs up when you're ready, mate. Crumb, he'll have that sorted in about 2 seconds flat. He's a whiz kid. Northwest Peachtree, hello, mate. Also share the streams on your favourite social media accounts. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be great. I'm not going to beg you to do it, but if you wouldn't mind, that'd be class. Simo, hello, you slag. Sim, John, come on. Let us know. I'll ping the link over. John John is like honestly, he's like a mentor. He's like a tutor. You know, like when you play guitar and he's like, have you been practicing? Have you done your tags, Mark? I have done tags, mate. I've got my wife's keyboard now because my laptop M button broke, so I couldn't even write things like stream, for instance, on a tag, which is a bit of a problem. Are you ready, Crumb? Sorry, mate. I haven't been keeping an eye on you, mate. I say, yeah, he's giving me a. It sounds really weird. It's like, I don't know, it's really strange. Hashtag we want Crummy. Yeah, we do. I do too. He's in the basement lurking. He's just got some sort of sound bounce issue. Tom Stock says, what a remix. Yeah, I don't even know what it says. I can't even repeat it. John Finn, because mate, it's just what happens around here. Tom Stocks, will the room slim shady please stand up? You got to say, then you got to repeat it. I repeat. Tom Gamble, new follower. Thanks to the live stream. Mate, thanks for coming along. I've not met you before, Tom. I hope you're well. Happy New Year. Pull up a pew, grab a beer, and let's just chill out for a couple of hours. Paul's Beer Review says someone scratched Crummy's record, I reckon. Something's gone on. Crumb, are you any good now? Oh, he's giving me the thumb down. He's just going to sort the issue. It was like mad remix. It really was. Simo, yeah, mate, come on. Look, Tom Stocks wants you. Let's get on. Crummy Slim Shady. John from Lord says, have you got a window open in YouTube? See, this is why you need people like John, because I just wouldn't even have guessed that. I'm an electrician. I'll wire up to the socket, and then anything after the socket, don't have a clue about. Yeah, Crumb, no pressure, mate, because all the while you're not in here, I can't grab a beer. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. Lord's Brewing Company. Hi, Tom Gamble. Welcome to Madhouse. Yeah, absolutely. Tom, you've probably heard it, John. But if you haven't, go and have a look at John's channel. He's up to all sorts of stuff. But yeah, thanks, Tom, for coming in. I appreciate it, mate. And yeah, John from Lord's is legend. As are pretty much everybody in this chat. Just lovely, lovely people. Right, he's giving me the thumbs up.
So it stopped.
We're good.
Right, there's going to be a delay between my voice and the video until I figure out exactly what's happening. But in the meantime, this will do while you can get a beer.
Yep, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is exactly what I was after. What are you on, mate? Where are we going with it?
Nothing yet. Let's grab something out of selection. What are you thinking? I'll try and match up to something similar.
Oh, I've got everything, mate. Yeah, what are you thinking? I'll let you take it.
I really don't mind. Give me an idea.
Oh, I'm kind of thinking lagers and pales, to be honest.
Okay. In that case, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go for a very local pale, but a bit of a big name, but I've not drank it for a long time. Castle Rock Harvest Pale.
Nice. Oh, I've not had anything from Castle Rock, but I've heard very good things.
Yeah, there are. I'll let you get a beer, and we'll talk more about them.
Let's do it. Right, I'm gonna just move this keyboard because I've now got a keyboard, Tom, so I now have an M button.
Oh, excellent.
Mod cons.
Mod cons, always. Right, let me crack this open while he's disappeared. How's everyone doing in the chat? Are you having a nice night? Just realised I kicked off the early doors beer tube live streams this evening, and now I appear to be staying till the end hours as well. How's everyone's Friday been? Everyone well? What's everyone drinking? What streams you been watching? Did anyone watch Mark's interview with Window Beer Review Thomas? That was an entertaining watch earlier between my various tasks. Let me see who's in the comments. I don't know where he got to, so And I apologise for the slight delay between my audio and video, but I'll try and sort that out once Mark gets back. I can't click through onto comments, which is a bit annoying. Never mind. Let me see. Where did I get to? That's me commenting, so it was probably further on than that. Simo, oh, there we go. That's where you were.
There we go.
He's in. So there was a few comments, and John said, "Hi, Crummy Beard. How you doing, matey? I'm good, thanks, mate. How are you? Are you still recovering from last night's stream, John? Or are you? Can we tempt you in for a few late nights?
I think he's in bed, so I think he is feeling the effects.
Fair. Tom Gamby says, "My local brewery in Nottingham, Harvest Pale." Well, Tom Gamby, you're local to me, and my name's also Tom, so that's a lot of commonalities there. How you doing, matey? What do you reckon to Castle Rock? Are you a fan? Trilby Phil's in the pub.
Loves it, doesn't he, Trilby Phil?
He does indeed. He loves it. Right.
Tom, you want to come on? Have you got Instagram, Tom? Find my Instagram, message me, and I'll ping you the link.
Not a bad pale. That's kind of what I remember. It's inoffensive. That's what I'd say.
There's nothing wrong with that, mate.
No, it's not. I mean, to be fair, they've started doing. They've kind of split their range recently. Like they still do all their very traditional stuff. So a very long-standing brewery, and then they've kind of started up a craft division, but it's still called Castle Rock. It's just the branding and the pricing is reflected. But what's interesting is all that I've seen so far, at least, although the Castle Rock name was actually brewed not in Nottingham from the craft section, but was brewed out from, I want to say Cannock, somewhere that way.
Yeah.
Don't know why. So it's obviously in a different brewery. So not sure why they've decided to do that. Whether it's a space issue, whether they've bought somewhere else. I couldn't really work it out, but.
Yeah, I don't mind. I quite like it when they divide up their range. I keep saying it. I like it when they divide up their ranges. But I know John's just done that sleeper range, hasn't he?
Yes.
I think that works really well.
Absolutely. I'm perplexed. It's gonna. If they decide to bring it back to Nottingham to brew those ones, it's going to taste very different. They're very different water profiles from those sides of the country. It's not that far away. It's only an hour or so, but still.
Well, it's far enough, though, isn't it?
It is. Nottingham water is very distinctive, let's say.
I'll tell you what, I hate to say it, but my local brewery, Ampersand, they moved their brewery about 15 minutes up the road, probably 10 miles up the road. And they really struggled to find the balance with all their old brewing recipes just because the water was different. Bigger equipment. Right, let's get a couple of comments because we're a little bit behind. I get comment anxiety, so I'm 3 minutes behind, and I'm like, oh, I need to get him. John says, "Trilby Phil in the house." Yes, he is. Kenny says, "Hello, Crummy."
How you doing, Kenny?
John says, "I feel rough, but not as bad as this morning." Mate, I bet you like a bear with a sore head this morning, mate. John says, "Yo, Kenny Joe." Tom Stocks, don't really use Insta, mate. I don't know how I'm going to get. If you are on Insta, I put my Insta link. It's not. It's Mark's beer reviews. I've just spelt it wrong. But the Insta's below. If you can get your Insta to me, just so I can ping you the link. And Chris Lawson. Good evening, all. I'm enjoying a Lord's Brewing Ban 1 from the Beer Monster, mate. That's a beer.
Very nice.
There it is.
Sounds like
very good beer.
Doesn't it?
Very, very good beer. Good ABV as well at 6%, I have to say.
It is a solid beer. Ooh, I can hear myself. That's not good.
Tom Gamble says, "All good, thank you, buddy. Love an Elsie Mo from Castle Rock." Familiar with that one, Tom?
Am I echoing? No, good. We've solved something. Elsie Mo. I am familiar with Elsie Mo. Not my favourite. It's a bit. It's kind of. It's traditional, but also trying to be a bit hoppy. It kind of doesn't. I don't know. It's kind of that's the style that I really refrain from. But it's very popular for what it's worth. A lot of people like it. So
could be a bit of a gateway beer then, I suppose, from trad to craft.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely could. Definitely could.
If you want to, like Tom, if you want to come on, mate, it's not marked beer reviews, it's marked beer reviews. In that layout with the dots, don't go to my other one. If you can get a comment, mate,
If you can't find Mark, ping me a message. I can send it to you as well.
Yeah, there's always that. That's probably just a safer option, to be honest, Tom. Just because of the way I am with technology. Sharky, where did I get to? Neil Long just cracked open a Vocation Brew York Sweet Temptation Chocolate Caramel Stout, mate. For supermarket stouts below 7-8%, it's probably one of the best, in my opinion.
It is one of the best. I still claim that Thornbridge Cocoa Wonderland trumps it slightly, but
is that not a porter?
Yes, it is, but it's very dark porter.
Yeah, it is. I'm splitting hairs. You don't get many really good porters in supermarkets, do you?
It's also 6.8% or 6.7%, which for again for a porter is a bit high.
That's pokey.
Very.
John says, Chris Lawson, welcome, bud. Did you have a good Christmas and New Year? John's followed up with Neil Long. Nice to see you, mate. Absolutely, John is correct. It really is. And Sharky's in. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. What have you got in the old fermentation vessels this week, Sharky? Because you've always got something going on, mate. Neil Long says, likewise, sir. Absolutely. Chris Lawson, hi, John. Thank you. Don't remember much, but I have 6 empty mini kegs. So it must have been a good one.
That's a good sign. That's a very good sign.
It's the way to roll. John says, hello, my favourite Californian Yahoo. I feel like that's going to stick.
Where did the Yahoo come from?
So I can't remember what it was. I think we were on just a really buzzing stream over Christmas. And then Sharky come in and he went, okay, you bunch of effing Yahoos. And he walked out and it was just like really unshark-like. It was really funny.
No, I like it.
Kenny says, you're the man, John. He really is. He's a bloody good bloke, is John. John says new lager out Monday, and that'll be the Sleeper.
That one, yes. I'm excited for that one. Sounds good.
Is that the Sleeper Pilsner, John? Let me know, mate. Because I know you've got a Sleeper lager and a Pilsner, but I'm certain it's the Pilsner that was out. I've slept since you sent me those messages, mate. I'm useless. Shark says, Lord's Brewing Company, it's the Lord of all Yahoos. John's laughing and follows it up with, I'll take that. Yeah, it's not a bad one, mate. It's probably a term of endearment in a weird, sharky way. Trav's in, hello, mate. Lord's crowing on an awkward note. Oh yeah, I think John, did you stitch up Simon? I think you might have done. All I saw was
what's he done to him? What's happened?
I caught the end of it. I just saw John apologising, and it was something to do with picking a nose or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But Simon, I think Mel's got COVID and Simon wasn't sounding too clever, so I hope they're okay. So where is the Viking Yahoo at? Mate, he's in. He's got an early start tomorrow. I know. Are you on about John or Paul?
Paul's the Viking.
Paul's the Viking, isn't he? Yeah. He's got an early start tomorrow, mate. He's got a lady's bush to trim.
He's in the chat. He's in the chat there. Paul, are you doing a low live tomorrow afternoon? Is that
yes? Here we go. No, he's put it here. I'll put his comment up. Paul says, sorry, John, totally forgot to answer your question. Yes, LOL live tomorrow at 4 p.m. That's UK time. So do your adjustments accordingly. Cheap plug. Apologies, Mark, mate. You've don't worry. I'll probably should be finished by work. I should be finished work by then, so I'll drop in for that. Here we go. Let's get back up to speed. Travis, I think it's going to kill him. Mate, Simon's in for it, I think. Lord, honestly, I just caught the end of it, and like the Kermit the Frog was drinking the little cup of tea, like it was one of them moments.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah. John says Chris Lawson has a lot of hangovers. Yeah, that is. Northwoods Peachtree is laughing. It's what we like, mate. John's thanking Kenny, and then obviously I'll put the comment up again. But yeah, Paul's LOL live is 4 p.m. tomorrow UK time. I'll see you there. Chris Lawson, John, I've never had one. You never had a hangover?
Is that what he's talking about?
Chris says he's never had a hangover.
He's not trying hard enough.
Yeah, you need some really good sedimenty beer, mate, to really bring it on. I find sediment beer just does me in. Tom Stock sent the message, I've got a Blue Yeti, just mainly to adjust audio. That's cool, man. I will pick that up right now. Tom Flynn, there we go, mate. Right, Tom, give us a sec, mate, and I will add you in. How did I do it last time? I put it in there. Honestly, me and tech, worst thing ever. I'll accept and I will reply with that. So yeah, Tom, I've just sent you a message, mate. John, it's the lager I sent you a picture on WhatsApp. Like, yeah, I know, but John, I've slept since then. It's the black lager, which is the Pilsner, I believe. No, it's not. It's a lager. The Pilsner's the old one. It is actually a lager. It's just a straight normal lager.
I don't know if you've seen. I need to draw your attention to the Your Exciting Car Park Stories feed.
No, I haven't seen it, mate.
On the Lord's Discord.
Oh,
I need to apologise in advance, but also when you see it, you'll realise the brilliance. So,
right.
I mean, I can just share it if you like on screen.
Yeah. Bang it on the screen. So, for those that don't know, Jack Howard, the little bugger, and his mate Brad Evans named me after a quick little car park story. I'm now the car park king. So John set me up a Discord. Mark, do you want a Discord? Yes, please. Named it Exciting Car Park Stories. So God knows I haven't seen it, but yeah, chuck it up, mate, if you can.
So it's available for you to now share. I've put it in the lobby, but I can't actually activate it. But Dictionary Corner encouraged me to do this. Silent.
That's actually really funny. Who done that?
I did it. What I was doing while I was listening to your interview with Thomas earlier.
So I got called Knee-Walk last night.
There you go.
And it's a Knee-Walk in a car park.
And I wasn't even privy to it. I was listening to you, and someone commented Ewok, and someone commented car park, and I thought, I wonder if there's any pictures of Ewoks in car park. So I googled it, and there wasn't. So I thought, well, I better make one.
There we go. Ewok in a car park. Oh, what have I done there?
You took it off screen. It's fine.
Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah, so there we go. But yeah, John's Discord's pretty decent. I don't know how you get on the Discord or whatever, but if you can jump on it, it's a good laugh. John says, I tweeted her and she bollocked him. I felt bad. Oh, mate.
What did you say?
Yeah, tell us. Spill the goss.
Yeah, you're so polite, John. What on earth could you have said? Maybe that's what he said.
Yeah, that's probably what he tweeted her, yeah. Paul loves a good bush, indeed he does. Sharky, Tom, they were taking the mick out of me for not drinking in bad weather whilst I was away. I heard them say it before I turned the cameras on. That's why I said, okay, you effing yahoos. That was it.
Nice. Oh, so it wasn't a chat message. He actually came on camera and just said that.
Yeah, nice. It was the most unsharky shark thing I think I've ever witnessed.
Nice. Like it.
Neil Long says, have you heard of Three Hills Brewery? I have heard of Three Hills, but I haven't heard of them from Three Hills. Their Imperial Stout range is something very special, especially the fudge brownie one. That sounds mega. They were one of my top breweries of 2021.
Very nice.
It was just a good year for beer last year. I think so many breweries have made the step up. The bottle shop selection is going to be a difficult thing. Difficult thing to do. Paul's beer review says Bush. Travis Wilson, I don't get hangovers. Either my missus hates it. Trav, you can put away a beer too, Trav. I know you can. Tom's in. Hello, mate.
Hi, you all right?
Hey, Tom.
Tom Stocks. I'm not too sure alive and well in the live form.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. How you doing?
It's all right. Yeah. It's not
absolutely, mate. Spot on. Welcome.
Good stuff.
You got a
How
beer?
are you doing? Well,
yeah,
I'm drinking a bit of rum at the moment, but I'll move on to beer in a second.
That works well, mate. Doesn't have to be beer. It was just me being presumptuous. Jack Howard. I was going to say you should carry on the live, and here we are. Great minds, mate. Yeah, he's a good old boy, Jack, and we are here. We'll probably be here for a couple of hours, few hours. Chris Lawson. Nope, never had hangover, and I've drunk most people I know under the table.
How, Chris? How?
You make a lot of people jealous like that, Chris. You really, really will. And then John says, I just sent you a picture now, Mark, with the new pump clips. Oh, so right. This John's just sent me a picture, which I will show you lot now. And this is of John's new lager.
I'm excited.
Yes. I know it was the Pilsner. But this is Sleeper Pilsner Pump Clip.
Oh, that's
And that's
snazzy.
coming out. Sorry?
So that's snazzy. I like it.
Yeah. Was it, I think it was off a Dodge Charger fuel filler cap, John was telling me. And obviously, what we have there as well is the Sleeper Lager. But that Pilsner is 4.9%. So that'll be very, very nice. I'm sure.
That pump clip looks like it could do with a ring of blue LEDs behind it, John. That's what I'm saying.
It needs a little jazz up. No, it looks good. And I like the branding. I like the black and white branding. So yeah, best of luck with the launch of that, mate. Did you say that was only going to see keg, wasn't it, John? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Firstly, Tom, I'll catch up with the comments in a minute. How the devil are you, mate? Oh,
is he with us?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good. You? I'm good.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm good, mate. Did you have a good Christmas and everything?
Yeah. Spent most of it drinking, and then I'm starting my new business at the moment. So,
nice one.
There's a
What's
combination
that doing,
of drinking and starting new. Well, I sell on third-party websites, but I do sort of electronics and phone accessories, gaming accessories, those sort of things. I used to teach business, and then I used to run a YouTube channel, but I don't really focus on that at the moment. I mean, I did get to like 10,000 subscribers, but I don't really bother with it at this point. I might do it again at some point, but there's no sort of rush. When I lose passion for something, I sort of just move on and just go on to the next thing. That's sort of what I do, really. It's like beer. You enjoy an IPA, very passionate about an IPA, then you move on to a different style,
Yeah, that's fair, mate. Is that the channel you used to run that had 10,000 subscribers? Is that the Tom Stocks Investing channel that you comment from?
Yeah, that's the one. I don't really make many videos these days, though.
No, that's fair, mate. That's fair. You got other fingers and other pies, mate. Just didn't catch up with the comments. Sharky says, "I will add to the car park story soon." Thanks, Sharky. Just chuck some more wood on the fire. John's laughing because he loves it. Tom Window Beer Reviews. Thomas, hello everyone. For those of you that don't know that are in the chat now, we've got 19 people in. Thomas grilled me with about 80 questions earlier on one of his live streams. It was everything from what's your favourite car to do you wake up happy in the morning and everything in between. So go and have a look at that back. Tom, he didn't hold back. It was almost like
it's intense.
It was intense. It was like it was a lot more intense than I thought it would be. Lord says that's the new stream back. That's Mark's new stream background.
Someone wants you to put the Ewok as the background to the stream, which I think you need to do right now, to be honest.
I can't do it because I don't subscribe to StreamYard because I am a cheapo.
Oh, is that limited? Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you can't do it. Sorry, John, but I probably will have to subscribe to StreamYard soon. I don't mind a live or two a week. So, Sharky, John, you need to rename the Discord channel Adventures of the Ewok Car Park. John says, Tom, that is amazing.
I think, again, the Ewok image in that section.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he texted to Simon to the Heart. Oh no!
What did he say?
So that last message. That's the tweet or message he sent to Simon for the Heart. That got him in trouble, apparently.
Yeah, I can see that.
There you go. I mean. Hey.
Window Beer Review says, please like and share. Absolutely, if you don't mind, that'd be great.
Yeah, Thomas. I'm gonna click the likey right now.
Thank you, mate. I always forget to do that as well. John says, hi Thomas, did you grill him? Mate, he did. He really, really, really did. Tom Gamble says, Tom is a great name. Where we've got Tom Gamble, Tom Crummy, Tom Stocks, Thomas Beer Reviews. They're all in.
There's a lot of Toms.
Just honestly. Two tons of Toms. Window Beer Reviews says, John. John from Law says, Tom, you can never have enough RGD.
Meant to be RGD. Yeah. I think it's the type of that which is red, green, and dark. Maybe that's
there he goes. Jack Bandit says, good squad tonight. Yeah, mate. Just good blokes in it, really. It's the way we roll around here.
Simo's in the chat.
Simo is in the chat. Oh yeah, here we go. Tom, that is is a brilliant interviewer, mate. He's like, he don't let up. You finish your question, and he hits you with the other intense one, and you don't. It's like, you don't know where it's coming from.
Do you want me to ping the link over to Simo?
Yes, please, mate, because I'm useless. John says we have 20 viewers and 4 Toms in the house. We do indeed. We do indeed. Simo says, sorry, Mark, we're sorting the fam out. Fire over the link. Crummy is doing that for you now, mate, because if you rely on me to do it, it will never happen. And we're up to date with the chat. Right, I have got a beer here that I haven't had since I was in said brewery's beer hall in Munich many moons ago, and it is the Augustiner Hell.
Oh, I had that the other week. Right. Oh, actually, hold on a minute. Did I, or have I still got it? One sec.
Mate, this is the beer that just reminds me of holidays. We went out.
It has since departed this world. I had it the other week.
Fair enough, mate.
Very nice, though. Very nice.
But it's, if you Google Augustiner, I think they call it the Augustiner Keller. It's a beautiful old kind of gothic-y looking building in the middle of Munich. Sorry, and it was like, lads, do you want a beer? He was like, yeah, and she walked off and just grabbed us this. It was the only beer they served. When they put a keg on, they pour the tap. They turn the tap on, and the tap don't go off. It's just constantly pouring beers. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. The food in there was incredible. What an experience! But yeah, I'm excited to try this.
I mean, I have no doubt the food was incredible, but was it all what I think it was?
Yes,
it was all sausage and sauerkraut.
It was all. It was mashed potato, sauerkraut, nearly every meal, and then you could have like pork knuckle, the biggest selection of sausages I've ever seen in my life.
What's the ABV on the beer?
I believe it's fairly good. It's 5.2, so not too bad.
Solid territory, that one.
And I've got my bougie lager glass as well.
Oh, look at him go!
I do like Vocation Brewery. Just wondering what your favourite Vocation beer is, in terms of all sort of styles. To be honest with you, I'm not that massively knowledgeable about beer. I mean, I do go to the supermarkets. I go check out the supermarket section of the craft ales and everything. But I can't say I'm that massively knowledgeable. I certainly can't talk about beer like you guys can. I just sit there and enjoy it, you know. But in terms of Vocation, I mean, is there any sort of ones that you think that really stand out for you?
I've got two.
I've got two.
Yeah, go on, Mark. Do yours.
Sweet Temptation Stout that was mentioned earlier with them and Brew York.
Yeah.
And I really like their pale ale called Roll With It.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty decent for a nice hoppy supermarket pale. I don't know if they sell it. I think they do sell it in individual cans, but only in the really big Morrisons. But the worst case, you buy a 4-pack for £8.
I've bought single cans of it, so yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah.
That was a bad pun. You definitely can.
What about you, Tom?
My two are probably not supermarket buys, although they're not especially expensive, but they are generally direct or bottle shop, which are Breakfast Club. I've only had the 2.0, not the 1.0, but this blueberry waffle and maple pancake. I can't even remember what the baseline style was on that, actually. It wasn't the stout. Or was it? No, it might have been.
Yeah, it was a stout. Stout for blueberry waffle. Yeah, the 2.0 it seemed to be a bit more disappointing. I think the 1.0 was a lot better.
Was it? I never tried the one, so I'm a bit. Yeah. I mean, I quite like the two, so I'm definitely would have liked the one then. And the other one, I'm trying to think what the other one was. Actually, I realised the one that I was going to say. Actually, I ended up finding a bit disappointing, and that was. The name's gone. It was I want to say it was just a chocolate stout. I can't remember what it was called. But it wasn't the supermarket one. It was, what was it? Someone in the comments will help me out here. I've definitely drank it on more than one occasion.
Wasn't there a cherry one at one point? Or is that maybe a different brewery?
I think they did.
Cherry stout.
And that's not the one I'm thinking of. What did they call it?
I think the Sweet Temptation chocolate and caramel, or no, it was a salted caramel style, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, and it was very. I did like that one. That was very good. That's one of the. I think that's probably the best in the supermarket realm for them.
Yeah,
for me anyway, because I like darker beers.
I mean, I had the North. I got my hands finally on Death Star episode 2 the other day, the Northern Monk one.
Yeah,
that was good. That was really good.
What's that beer called? That's really annoying me. Oh, you know what? I'm going to look in my emails to see what I bought. I can't remember.
The Sweet Temptation Stout, that was one of the first beers I had out of the supermarket where I was like, wow, supermarkets do good beers. That was the first beer I had out of the supermarket where I was like, wow, this is good. That made me look further into the supermarket world. If you've had that, Mr. Stocks, the Sweet Temptation one. It's kind of a velvety, chocolatey, goldy thing going on the can wrap.
I think I have. I mean, the most recent one is the that's recently out in the supermarkets. Well, say recently, probably past few months, is the the banana stout from Vocation.
It's very highly rated.
It was really nice. It's just it's £5 a can, but it is really nice. I was expecting a little bit more, but it was good. I was expecting more banana flavour, if you like, because I don't really taste much banana in it. But I
found it was really
that's what I felt. I felt a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, I'm in the ballpark with you. It was actually, I think I voted it my worst beer of last year because I expected so much more. It wasn't probably the worst beer out of quality.
Really?
I'm sure it was the worst beer. I've got the bit of paper somewhere. It was just so
think people raving about it all the time. I've not tried it because I don't like banana, so there's no point.
It was just
trying it.
The banana taste was way too sweet for starters. Way too sweet.
Okay. Maybe that's why people like it.
It's all horses for courses, isn't it? I mean, one man's piss is another man's pleasure, really. But I just found it way too sweet, and the banana was like the most artificial banana thing ever.
I might like it then. I'm all right with fake banana. It's real bananas I don't like, so I might give it a go. That other stout was their core range, Naughty and Nice.
Yes, Naughty and Nice.
Actually, now I've re-jogged my memory. Actually, I did think I quite like that one. It was pretty good. So, still think it's just solid. It's not over the top. Decent stout base, bit of chocolate flavor, nothing overkill. I quite like that one. So I do have two of their special ones in the fridge still that I've not tried yet, which is their Imperial Kirsch 11% barrel aged stout, and I've got the Morello red wine barrel aged one as well that I've not yet reviewed. They'll be done very soon because I'm kind of purposely not really buying any more beer until I clear my fridge out completely. Otherwise, it's going to end up. It's nearly gone, to be fair. Most things that are in there now are duplicates that I've already reviewed and we'll just drink on live stream. So we're nearly through it, but yeah.
Did you ever have their triple IPA?
Which one?
The one in the supermarket. Was it called like Third Eye or something, or Triple Vision? It was called actually.
No, I didn't know. The only IPA other than the core range ones that I've had from them out the supermarket was something Storm. White can.
Oh, perfect storm.
I mean,
perfect storm.
It must be quite strong to give you a triple vision.
It's 10%.
I've not had that one.
It was released the same time as the Banana Stout, if I remember rightly, because they were both imperial beers, really. And they were both £5 a can. Right, let's grab a couple of comments. Travis said, Mark, did you ever have a Chico roll whilst in Australia? No, I'll tell you what I did have when I was in Australia, though. Cherry Ripe.
What's that?
It's like a cherry bounty. It's lovely. I love chocolate because I'm a gluttonous pig. I love coconut and I love cherry. So, yeah, honestly, they're really, really good. Shark says, John, did you send out the items I sent to you? Ooh, okay. Sounds interesting. John says an Ewok was sitting at a bar. All of a sudden he starts screaming. The bartender turns around and says, "Hey, use your Endor voice." I don't know what that is.
You can tell Mark's never watched Star Wars. Just assume it's hilarious and carry on. That's all I can say.
Okay. Well, I just love the banter.
No, it's all right. No, we can explain this very quickly. Endor is the planets on which the Ewoks live, so it does make sense and it's funny.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still at a loss. John says, Shark, I haven't, as I have a camera for Paul, so we'll be going up Monday. Fair play. Oh, yeah, you're giving him your old Logitech one, aren't you? Because Paul's one makes him look like a Simpson. Sharky says, sorry, Lord's Brewing Company, you are not Slurpee Dave. Yeah, bad jokes are reserved for Slurpee, I'm afraid.
Not seeing him today.
Right. John's laughing at Sharky's giving the thumbs up. Simo says, sorry, got the old man gassing. Ha, won't be too long. Don't worry, mate, it's cool. We'll be on for a little while. Don't worry about that. Tom Gamble says, Divide and Conquer is okay from Vocation. Not really a fan of them too much. Seem quite sandy.
I know what he means. I find them quite inconsistent.
Yeah.
They do a lot of really good stuff and then a lot of stuff where I go, why bother? And the thing that really annoys me about it is the guy who I'm going to do a U now and do my equivalent of ampersand. So I've said it a few times, but the guy who started Vocation was one of the guys that started Blue Monkey Brewery here in Nottingham.
Yep.
Who aren't anywhere near as big as Vocation at this point, even though they've been going longer, but their dedication to their quality and their consistency is incredible. It's like you should have carried that bit on. I can understand why you might want to go do something else because they don't do heaps of variations and loads of adjunct beers and everything else, which is very popular. I get it. But yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just like, I've seen where you came from. You could have carried that on a bit, but maybe the supermarkets change people. Who knows? Yeah.
The thing is,
go on, Tom.
Sorry, Tom, go on.
The bigger a sort of brewery gets or a company gets, the bigger it gets, the more sort of corporate structure that gets involved in it. And it starts to become more about profitability, which is why you see, I know when Simon was on about I know it's like sort of a tangent, but when Simon was on about his Doritos, it's now like half a bag compared to what it used to be. And just any sort of product that has grown to scale, any sort of corporation and any brewery that is grown to scale at a massive scale, it sort of becomes more about the corporate structure rather than the actual product, because they're beholden to the shareholders and things of that nature. But yeah, it's just how it is, unfortunately. I mean, that's why you like sort of supporting these small independent sort of breweries like Lords and some of these real good sort of ones that do really good craft ales, and supporting those over the big boys, so to speak.
And someone said to me down the pub earlier. I went and you talked about a maple stout. I had a Hamilton blueberry maple waffle stout.
So basically their equivalent of Breakfast Club then,
yeah. It was very nice. But whilst talking to the chap, and you talk about this, Tom, and you talk about like the profitability and where they go, he said a pint of Brewdog was £6. Punk IPA was £6.
What?
In one of the pubs he went in.
What?
Wow.
£6. And it's like £6 a pint. I can guarantee you look to the pump to the left or the right, and it'll be a better beer for £1 less. He says, did you tell them, John? Must have been about the kit. John says, I tried some Ewok meat the other night. It was a little chewy.
Oh, John.
See, I know that one.
He knows that one.
Travis says, Feral Brewing in Australia just dropped a Disco Tropical IPA Sour yesterday. Cool, that's a lot going on, isn't it?
It is.
Trav, you've got a couple of cases, mate, I'm sure.
I think sour IPAs are underrepresented, and I think it's a really nice style. And I always give someone where as much as I don't want to promote Brewdog's doings, the one beer that they're actually, I've never seen anyone do anything quite like or better than was their what was it called? Ironically, along the same lines of the Star Wars theme, it was called Fake Empire.
I never had it, but I did see it in a Brewdog bar in Bristol a little while ago, probably a couple of years ago now, I think.
Yeah, it's been around. It was in the supermarkets, in a few supermarkets for a while. It was just something a bit different. It wasn't quite as sour as a sour beer. It wasn't quite as intense as a proper US IPA. It was somewhere in the middle. And weirdly, they kind of balanced each other off quite well. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not a session beer, but because it's probably 6.5%. But yeah, it was all right. Worth a go.
Yeah, I don't mind trying a new style or two every now and again. Sharky says, Lord's Brewing Company Koi Oi. Is that the rum? Is it Old J? John says, Shark, I think I did. Yeah, John's feeling a bit hazy today, Sharky. He had a bit of a big night last night. Tom, why don't you have any beer mats hanging like Mark? Because Tom's just got a much better setup than me. Look at his setup to mine.
And there is a beer mat just here. In fact, it's a beer mat from a homebrew company, Malt Miller.
Yeah, the Malt Miller. I've heard of the Malt Miller. I don't even brew.
Right.
John says, well, oh God, what does Chewbacca cook in it? What does Chewbacca cook his food in? A wok.
It's getting bad, isn't it? It's getting bad. John is overtired at this point, is what I'm going to say.
What's going on? Jack, I agree with this comment massively. Banana esters are great, but they need to be balanced. Yeah.
In that banana beer, was it Belgian yeast or was it additional banana flavour?
What, in the Vocation beer?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to find out. I would say it was banana flavouring because it was almost like a concentrated taste of those foamy banana sweets.
Okay.
It was quite very chemical. That's why I didn't like it. I was really disappointed. I really wanted to like it, but yeah, I struggled.
Okay.
Yeah, Neil Long. Mark, are you off to Home Bargains tomorrow for those Tuck beers? Mate, there is actually... it's a pound stretcher. I don't know if I've got Home Bargains near me. I mean, I'm in the boonies, mate. I am in the boonies. So I'll have to have a look. But that Tuck beer, that was a blueberry maple stout, wasn't it, Tom, that we were talking about earlier?
Yes, it was, because when I heard about it, I thought, yeah, that sounds like a bit of me. I've been completely forgotten about the Vocation one at that point, but yeah.
Be interesting to see that, because I think at Home Bargains the can was £2.50, which is probably quite pricey for a 330 or 355 can of Home Bargains.
Yeah, that's a bit. What's the origin of? I'm not familiar with the brewery. Where are they from?
They are from Chicago, I believe.
Okay. And
they've got a good. I had a look at their website earlier when I was on stream with you earlier, and they've got a good catalogue of beer. And I'm all down for a maple and blueberry stout. Yeah, I have to say, Sharky, Happy New Year 2023, Mark. Nah, leave me alone.
Can't help himself.
He's having a good. There he is. Look, John says, "Shark, sorry, I was looking for an Ewok content." Sharky says, John, no worries. John bats back saying they're good stickers, Shark. Nice quality. Yeah, Shark. John showed me those stickers on, I think it was after a live. They do look good. Have you got any stickers, Tom?
I have not, no. But I saw the picture that John posted on Instagram. It looked very nice.
Good. John thanks him again for them. Yeah, absolutely. Disco's piling in. I heard Ewoks don't smoke, but they chew back.
Oh dear!
Oh, this has got some legs. Disco, nightly greets all. Cheers. Thanks, Colog Disco. I appreciate it, mate, and good to see you. And yeah, I've seen you. I don't need to say Happy New Year to you. I've seen you before, but Happy New Year. Have another one. Shark says, John, you're welcome. And Shark says, hey, Disco. Oh God, here we go. John says, what kind of car does Chewbacca drive? He doesn't have one. He walks.
Oh God. I like that you had to put on Paul's accent for the end of that sentence, though, to make it make sense.
Yeah. It's all I can do. It's all about delivery. Rasco says, greet Shark Home Brewing. Disco says that, sorry. They're very different characters. Sharky says, John, please give up your day job, mate. I mean, John, I know Slurpee ain't in. I wish he was into Bat Back because he'd have some Star Wars Ewok based jokes, but he's not into Bat Back. Put in the chat what you're drinking. I am currently drinking this, and it's bloody lovely. An Augustina Hell, lager beer Hell. It's blooming lovely. What are you drinking in the chat? Tom, you're still on your...
I'm at the end of my Harvest Pale. I need to know what to go for next. Ideas on styles in the chat, and I'll pick one.
Oh, if only you could do a poll. Can you do a poll? You can't do a poll in the chat, can you?
No. One day I will finally finish the Crummy Beard website, and people will be able to vote for what beer gets drank next. But unfortunately, I've not had time yet, so it will happen.
Right, I've got a load of comments I just did not see. David Etchells says, have you tried any beer from the Lake District and from where? Mate, I have.
Yes.
I have had Keswick Brewing. Is it called Three Lakes? Is it Three Lakes?
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
But I go to Keswick nearly every year. I've got some friends in Keswick, and we always go to a pub called the Wainwright at the top of Keswick High Street. And it has got, you might know it, David. I might be preaching to the choir, but for those that don't, the Wainwright in Keswick has got about 9 or 10 casks on, and it's all blanket Lake District beers. Windermere Brewery, I think that's another one I've had.
I was about to say there's a couple named after the lakes themselves, Windermere. And what's the other big? What's the second biggest lake? I feel like there's two.
You've got Derwentwater, Coniston, Windermere. You've got the town of Ambleside on Windermere. Does that have a brewery, Ambleside?
Ambleside might. No, maybe it is Windermere that I'm thinking of. I've had some of theirs before. They're generally from that region, just solid trad breweries, aren't they? Is
it Three Lakes? There is a craft brewery up there. Someone have a look. David, you might know. Is it called Three Lakes? There's a craft brewery, or is it just called Lakes Brewery? There is a craft brewery up there, and they do some good stuff. I had a couple of cans out of the Keswick craft beer shop, which had it's got a cool little bar with a Linden machine with two kegs of beer on, and then they've just got this. It's like Kinder Candy shop stuff. Fridge is just rammed. Tom says, "Sorry, that was a typo, not Sandy. I meant Samey." Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, mate. If I'm honest with the Vocation stuff. Sharky says, "Small to medium breweries do okay, but like Tom said, the bigger they get, the more people they may turn away as the quality is reduced." Yeah, I think Tom nailed it earlier when he talks about that. Like he said, there's keeping. I mean, I dread to think how many big time. I mean, you look at Brewdog, for instance, the amount of big time shareholders they've got to keep happy. I mean, James Watt and Martin Dickey might own the company, but they're puppets. They're being controlled from a higher level.
Do you want to know how many breweries there are in that area?
Go on.
I'm going to skip through them all. Hawkshead, Fell Brewery, Ulverston Brewing Company, Unsworth Yard Brewery, Bowness Bay Brewing, Backen Brew, Tyrrell Brewery, Lakes Brew Co, which I think is the one you were thinking of. Mm-hmm. Grassmere, which is one of the ones I was thinking of. Barngates, Eden River, Lakeland Brew House, Keswick Brewing Co. And then there's a couple other tiny brew pubs as well. It's quite a lot for not a very big area, really.
Yeah, it's huge. In the Wainwright, they've got like a really cool old map, and they've got the pins with the string. Yeah, that goes to another pin, and then the business card of the brewery that's there. It's really cool, and it does open your eyes.
I think I've had something from Grassmere before. From memory, it was a very long time ago, and it was on tap. But from memory, it was pretty decent.
Grassmere is a beautiful little village. It's just Ramo though.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because I'm an absolute jet nerd, and it's part of the low fly area. So you'll just be sitting there having your ice cream in the middle of beautiful Grassmere, and then a Eurofighter will go over at the speed of sound. It's awesome.
Someone just give you a haircut from a fighter plane, yeah?
Yeah, luckily, I've got so much of it at the moment. It wouldn't matter if I got
it's not going to make much difference to me, so it's fine.
John from Lords, I might get some Neil Long. Yeah, I think Neil, I'm interested in those beers. I just need to find out where there's home bargains. I've got a Pound Stretcher and a B&M within half an hour.
You'll find one.
Jack Bandit. I'm from the Chicago area. Jack, my family. I've got so much family in Chicago. They are all in Oakbrook, in the Oakbrook Hinsdale area, and Orland Park. I don't know if that's anywhere near you, mate.
I think he was asking what the brewery was we talking about that was in Home Bargains.
Neil Long said it.
Look further back up the comments.
Yeah, Neil Long said it earlier, didn't he? Here we go. Sogatuk. I think they're from Chicago. That's what I thought. That's what I saw on their website. But hello. Yeah, funny. Let me know where you're from in that area, mate. It'd be interesting to know. I've spent a bit of time over there. I've done a 3-month stint in the summer over there. Toured around a lot. Toured. Just drove around a lot. Dave Etchell says, Lords, how does a monkey make its cheese on toast? He puts it under the gorilla.
Oh, dear.
See, at 21 minutes to 12, this is the content we need.
This is the content we need. Tom, what part of the country are you in? What are your most local breweries?
I'm sort of from near Beverly Hull area. The one that I actually really want to visit is actually Lord's Brewing Co. It's actually only probably about maybe an hour and 5 minutes on a train.
Yeah.
So I probably need to visit there at some point. I read on the website it's in the middle of nowhere though, so I think
it is in the if you get confused on the way there, you're going in the right direction.
I'm interested. I'm interested to know how far away it is from the sort of town centre, because I actually went to Huddersfield University, so I know the area quite well. I'm just wondering how far away it is from the town centre.
I'd put a guess at about a 5.5 mile walk up a very big hill.
We've got an old traditional pub in sort of Beverley called Nellie's, right? And it has a no phone. I don't know if you've ever been to any of those pubs where they have a no phone policy. You're not allowed to take out your phone. You're not allowed to turn on your phone. You're not allowed to text or anything.
Well, they're the Samuel Smith's pubs.
Yeah, they're brilliant, and they're just sort of dimly lit. They've got some pool tables there, and it's nice. Yeah, it's like going back in time, and it's quite cozy there, and it's good because I actually think it's all right, because then you can, what's the point of going out when you're just checking the phone all the time? You might as well speak to the people that you're with, just have a good time.
Totally agree.
You can take some snaps. You can take some, drunk pictures later on in the night. Just leave it till later. Have a good chat for a few hours.
Yeah, no, it's a nice idea. We've got one like that. It's not quite as strict, I'd say. So certainly no phones out on the table, that sort of thing. You can discreetly send a text if it's necessary, but it's kind of frowned upon at the same time. So you only actually get kicked out for being on the phone, but it has the effect of making everyone not really bother and just slyly checking it in case of emergency, sort of thing, which is probably a nice middle ground. But, it works. It works well. It's also funny when you go outside and you see a collective of people smoking and people making phone calls all at the same time, which is a certain irony in that. I don't know why. It's just it's funny.
What was I going to say? When you talk about sort of mannerisms in pubs, one of the best things I've ever seen in a pub, or in a beer place, is when I was in Cologne. We went on stag. Well, no, it was a mate's birthday. Excuse me, and there was like 10 of us. I organised a trip to Cologne because it was cheaper to go to Cologne for a night than it was to go to London. By the time you took into account the train, the hotel, that was the big one, and all the drinking. So we went to Cologne, and there was this big long table. We were like, right, 10 of us, we'll have that. And a woman come over, and there was a sign on the table. It was all obviously in German. I don't speak German. None of us spoke German. Well, waitress comes over, no, sorry, you can't sit there. Sorry. And it was like, you need to sit here. And it was like, that's a bit weird. It turns out that table was reserved for solo drinkers. So it's designed. So if you wanted to go for a drink and you didn't have anyone to go with, you could go and sit on that table, and you would end up having conversations and converse with other solo drinkers. I thought that was a fantastic idea.
That's great.
That is a brilliant idea. I think that should be something that's nationwide in the UK, to be honest.
Yeah, every pub should have that table.
Yeah,
it was honestly, it was fantastic. Obviously, and I'll tell you what it was. And this particular time, the table was stacked full of older men and younger women. and like younger solo women drinkers.
You sure that was the purpose of the table, or was this some sort of arrangement?
See if that was a speed date thing. But no, it was
speed dating, yeah.
kind of funny sort of demographic of people. But and sure enough, they'd sit down and it would be, I don't know, Guten Tag, I suppose, and all the rest of it. And really, really good concept. And I was like, yeah, that's epic. Kenny Joe says John needs to lay off the milk. Oh, he does when Steve gets hold of him. When Steve starts training him, John's going to be wishing he didn't have that glass of milk. What you got there? Hooky.
Just Hooky, straight up Hooky from Hook Norton Brewery.
Hook Norton, that's it. Bloody hell.
I've not had this one yet, actually. Just a straight up, the regular. It's not very strong. It's only 3.5, so this is juice in comparison. But
for a minute there, I thought that bottle was called Wookie. Sorry about that. Travis says, Mark, cherry ripes are a great chocolate bar with the cherry ripe ice cream is just amazing, mate. Didn't have their ice cream. Yeah, sounds mega. John from Lord says, Kenny Joe, I'm off to get some water and paracetamol. Yeah. John's laughing at David. Let's go through the troll comments. The tags, as John says, the tags seem to be working. John had this last night, so I've kind of done quite a few tags tonight, and I don't normally because I don't have an M on my normal keyboard, but I have a plug-in keyboard, so I've managed to do it. And we got some.
After this stream, let's talk tags because mine clearly didn't work, so I want to know what you've done.
Made it up. I think one of the tags was gin.
Okay, so you've just gone completely off kilter. Interesting. All right, that's fine.
John's laughing. Yeah, the tag thing. Yeah, mate. If you can see the, I'm not going to give him any attention, but the name of this account is.
You got a gin connoisseur tuning in right now, expecting to.
I know people. I know
gin review.
I know people have deleted it, but we can still see the original messages in StreamYard. It's, I mean, someone's clearly not got enough to do, have they?
Or they're just not very well.
Well, that's highly likely.
Jack Bandit says Sogatucker's from Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, possibly, mate.
How is it Detroit possibly rather than Chicago?
Pretty useless. John from Lord says poor Tom Stocks can't get a word in edgeways. Yeah,
to be honest, I think I had my mic muted at one point. I think I was trying to solve my new mic. So there we go.
Right, I'll tell you what. We'll stop there for the comments. And so to Tom, if you sort of go into a supermarket, you want a couple of beers for a session on a Friday, what sort of perks your interest? Are you sort of a lager man, or are you pales, or do you like your IPAs?
I quite like my pale ales, New England IPAs as well. So that's the sort of stuff I go for. But I also like my stouts. I'm a bit of an all-rounder sort of, really. I like a bit of everything. So I'll go for my Vocation stouts. I'll usually go for love and hate. But the thing is, it used to be a lot better. I don't know what it is with this new can, but it doesn't seem as good. But it's still okay. And then I'd go for stouts, and then just the pale ales, really. So I always look at the pale ale section. I don't go get a crate of Fosters or anything like that. I go for the craft ales. But I probably should shop online more because obviously there's more choice. You can choose more.
Yeah.
But usually it is literally the supermarkets and seeing what's there if there's anything new.
No, that's fair, mate. That's fair.
That supermarket range is getting better every week, though. It feels like it's slowly, really getting there, isn't it? It's and being an all rounder is, I think most people who aren't would be quite jealous because I'd like to be able to walk in anyway and go, I don't really care what the style is. Whereas half the time I am actually quite bothered, which is a bit annoying, especially in the middle of summer when you really fancy a good porter. You got no chance.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, this Christmas I was looking for like a really good sort of cinnamon sort of stout, or sort of like sort of wintry stout this Christmas. And last year I used to drink Lord's Brewing Co.'s stout that they had. Sort of had a wintry stout last year, and I was trying to find something very similar to that. I just couldn't quite find it. I probably wasn't looking hard enough, but. That sort of stuff is really nice. What do you think is going to be the most sort of trending style of beer within the next sort of 2 to 3 years? Do you think? Have you got any thoughts on what you think might be the most trending?
I think we're gonna. I think everything works on a cycle. So you go if 10 plus years ago, we were sat on. Everyone was interested in lager or traditional ale, and not much in between. And 2 years ago, you couldn't get a decent lager or a decent traditional ale because everyone was interested in high hop or high ABV type beers. I suspect we're going to go back to lager and traditional ale, but of a higher quality than we were at before. So a lot of European stuff, a lot of. I mean, I've not had a UK. No, that's not true. I've had a couple, but I've not had many UK pilsners and lagers that strike me as being able to kind of win back the majority, if you like. So I don't know how that's going to go. There's a couple. Lords is very good. Black Isle do one that's very good. That's kind of it that I can think of offhand. I mean, even Vocation's offering wasn't particularly great. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It's a fine lager. It's better than Foster's, Carling, Carlsberg, whatever. Of course it is, but it's not nothing compared to what Europe produces. But I think you will start to see a resurgence of old style. So I think ESBs will become more popular. Probably start to see a few more milds and that sort of those old styles resurfacing, but in a slightly different form, a bit more hop character, a bit more a kind of more expensive malt bases. In a craft form. That's what I think will happen. If we stay another 5 years on the IPA train, I think I might jump out a window, to be honest. So we'll see.
Oh mate, I'm done with it. I think you're going to see over the next 2 or 3 years. I think I certainly agree with the ESB. I think porter's been a neglected style. I think that could be the next one that makes a comeback.
I really hope so. It's my favourite style as a base beer.
It's good. It is good. I mean, let's face it, some of the stouts that have been marked as stouts have just been porters. Anyway, it's been a bit of a weird. Stouts have been abused. Milds, I think your milds are going to come back. And even things like brown ale.
I feel like a porter is a very sort of brilliant sort of end beer. Like, if you sort of you end on that. Is a porter's, I feel sort of nice and chill, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, I think the one thing to consider, I think a lot of people would have been brought into craft beer. You kind of Foster's Carling drinker is now drinking probably some pales, but like the Honeycomb Pale by Seven Brothers probably appeals to a lot of those kind of transitional.
Yeah, I had one of those while I was watching you on Thomas's channel earlier.
Well, it's probably lovely, wasn't it?
Honestly, it's a fantastic beer. It really is. Like, it's absolutely it's just like it's there. There is absolutely nothing jarring about it, which is why it's such a good transition beer. It's slightly sweet, it's very malty, but it's got flavour, but it's not. Yes, there'll be some ardent Carling consumer that won't like it, but for the majority of people, more than 3 sips and they'll go, oh, actually, weirdly, there's a little bit more here than I'm used to, and it's quite good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what the breweries can probably capitalise on now. Is you're going to have a lot of people who have had their heads turned over the past 24 months with the sweet stouts and the New England IPA thing. It's got a lot of people on side, and I think these people might have a little look over their shoulder and say, what is out there? And I think that's where your more trad stuff's going to come in, like your brown ales, your milds, your ESBs. I think ESB works really well because it's that sort of, generally it seems to be sort of 4.5% and upwards. So it kind of hits that ABV mark that a lot of people like.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I reckon the trad stuff. And lagers, the best lager I've had this year, probably the best lager I've ever had, was a beer by Duration called Cutting Grass. Cutting, no G. Cutting Grass. It was lemony, it was citrusy, but in a really unoffensive way. And it was just ridiculous. Ridiculous. That was by Duration. Cutting Grass by Duration. But let's get some of these comments because we're a little bit behind, and Yeah, I'm a nightmare. Thomas has gone. Window beer reviews. If you're still here, Thomas, thanks for having me on, mate. If you've gone to bed, sleep tight. Sharky says, Lord's Brewing Company, what did you say? What did you say? John says, night, Thomas, have a good weekend. Absolutely, mate. Thomas is a bloody hard worker. I've got Thomas on Instagram, and he always puts a story up saying morning at like 4:20 in the morning. He's a savage man. One for you, Crummy. Has Crummy had any Australian beers?
I don't think I have, actually. I've watched John drinking a lot of them that you sent him. I'm just trying to think. No, I don't think so. But is it easy to send them, or is it a bit cloak and dagger with the customs thing? Because I do have family in Australia, so if you've got any recommendations, I could put in a request.
You just have to do a customs form for it. I've sent some products off to Australia and multiple countries. It's just there's like a customs form, and then it should. I don't know if it's different for alcohol, but certainly for just normal products, there's just a customs form. You declare what's in the package, and you put the information on, and it should be all right.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
I've just typed in cutting grass. I'm trying to look for this beer. Is it the Italian Pilsner?
Yes.
Yeah, I've just put onto it. Because I've put it onto that. I've gone onto the normal website. I then went onto shopping, and all I can see is loads of lawnmowers.
It's quite cool that the can wrap is Bates, who is the brewer of Duration, riding a lawnmower, and he's holding a beer in his hand, driving the lawnmower. But in the shadow, he's cheersing himself. It's quite cool.
I like that. You piqued my attention at Italian Pilsner, I have to say.
Honestly, Tom, I'm not joking. It's ridiculous. And if you want to purchase that beer, I should have said this earlier, go to twistedhops.co.uk, use code MBR10 for 10% off when your basket is over 30 quid.
Can you believe it? Mark's had a YouTube channel for 3 days and he's got a discount code.
It's a friend's bottle shop near me. He's a massive beer.
I'm taking them out. I know.
No. I know what you mean, but it's funny.
I am going to order from that shop the next time I do an order. Once the fridge is about empty and I need to restock.
Yeah, keep an eye. The last check he had like Overtone, Daya, Left-Handed Giant in, but it rotates all the time, which is pretty cool.
Left-Handed Giant. I had Left-Handed Giant mild. That was very nice. Dark mild. That was very nice.
It's a good little Star Wars mild. Luke John Frost says, "Hey up, chaps! I think I see you a lot more than the family." Likewise, Luke John Frost. Jack Bandit says, "To be fair, Saugatuck is maybe an hour and a half drive from Chicago, just a different state. Yeah, because Chicago's right at the top of Illinois, and it'd take like 5 hours to get to the bottom of Illinois from Chicago." Wow. John's being nosy. He says, "Sharky, what was the emergency for the emergency meeting?" Who knows? Neil Long said, Jack Bandit, that was my fault, my friend. I thought it was Chicago. Yeah, blame Neil Long.
No, 1.5 hours in US terms is basically in the same place, so we'll take it.
Honestly, no, we drove down literally just south of Chicago. My cousin was like, I just got to pop to Indiana to my university apartment. Do you want to come with me? Me thinking it was like an hour down the road. We had an overnight stay. It was like 7 hours each way. It was ridiculous.
Meanwhile, you drive an hour and a half here and you change accent 8 times.
Yeah. Well, how far is it from me to you in Nottingham? It's probably 2.5 hours.
As I say, how long does it take you to get onto the M1?
Oh, that is a mission. 2 hours, hour and 45.
And where do you join? Because that's the only way.
Huntingdon.
God, where's that?
It's the big new junction they've built. That's all I know.
Is it above Luton or below?
Oh, above.
So somewhere.
It's the A1. Sorry, it's the A1.
Oh, okay, A1's. Oh, I know where you are. Right, so 2 hours from there. So it's probably 3.5 hours then.
Yeah, and you'll hear some accents between me and Crumb, I tell you.
Yeah,
John says, an Ewok strolls into the bar and says, bartender, I'll have a whiskey and a soda. The bartender says, sure thing, but why the little pause? Don't know, says the Ewok. I've had them all my life. Oh, God. God. A Sharky says, Lord's Brewing Company is related to the big event going on everywhere. Oh, no. Tom Gamble says Clarkson Hawkstone Lager. Haha. I haven't reviewed it, but
I have.
that man.
The other side.
It's late. That man has. And how was it, Mr.
I'll tell you. Well, firstly, all I want to say is thank you, Clarkson, for brewing that lager, because that video has got the most views out of pretty much any video on my channel, bar a couple, and it's only a week old.
Bloody hell.
Which is incredible. How was it? It is the epitome of almost all British lagers and pilsners that are made on a smaller scale. It's very nice. It's very drinkable. It doesn't leave me with any real want for it, if you know what I mean. If I went into a pub and they had it on tap and it was a summer's day and it was that, to be honest, if it was a summer's day and they had that on, they had some great dark beer on and they had the normal stuff and it was really hot, I would buy pint after pint of it, no question. It's good enough.
There we go.
It's good enough then. But at the same time, if I was buying for home, it wouldn't get a look in compared to a load of European stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
that's I'll be honest, it's overpriced.
It was always going to be, wasn't it?
It felt like the malt bill was a bit lacking, which is a bit ironic given the whole sales pitch was the fact it was Clarkson's malt that was in it. So,
no, that's fair, mate. That's fair.
Tom's on the beer. What are you on there? Is that an acai? I spot. That was good. That's good eyes. There you go.
Boom.
I say good eyes. What I mean is good glasses. Clearly.
Was it Asahi that bought Fuller's?
I think so. Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. John says, Shark, well, hopefully Russia won't invade Ukraine. Well, I think it's probably already started, isn't it? What's going on there?
I think Jack is Simo in the basement.
Simo is in the basement. Sorry, how long have you been there, Simo?
3 minutes, I think.
Sorry, mate.
I was like, I don't know if Tom's paying attention. I was like, somebody must fucking.
Oh, we can't see you, mate. Only Mark can. So
It's all Mark's fault then. That's.
Sorry, mate. I do apologise. How you doing, Simo? You good?
Well, thank you, yourself.
Nice. Yeah, sound, mate. Thank you. All good.
Just on for ages, man. He's just.
Simo, that is Tom Stock's investing channel, and
Right, Tom,
right.
That's Simo.
Right, Simo.
yeah, about the old man, honey, he just waffles for ages. He's like, mate, like, I've got shit to do. He's like, all right, but before you go, I was like, for fuck's sake. He's lonely. I mean, he's like mid-50s in his own, but we're pushing bolts out. Look at the fantastic artwork on that can.
What's that?
Friday India Pale Ale by and Union. I mean,
it looks. You know.
Oh, that's minimalistic.
If you ever worked in a large office, you like walk up to the printer and someone's written something else they shouldn't have, and it's got like 3 words on it.
Yeah,
it looks like
that. I mean, look, it does the job. Yeah, it tells you what it is. It says Friday India Pale Ale.
Well, it's perfect beer for right. No, actually, it's Saturday, Simo. You've got to put it back in the can, stick it in the fridge.
I had the Saturday lager, but the lager's not great. It's some weird hybrid. It tastes more like a cross between a lager and a Weiss beer, and they're not quite sure whether they want to do one or the other. It's sort of very cloudy, unfiltered, and sort of very, very sweet, but it's also got that sort of lagery. Tastes a bit weird. It's just the Germans, isn't it? They do their own.
Well, it blends quite nicely into a conversation about British lagers. That's another thing I realised that actually most British lagers, Lord's is an exception. John's still about. They don't age them for long enough.
No,
almost no one ages them properly. Which I don't know. Yeah, it's just a shame. Why just hold on to it a little bit longer? It'll be better. That looks all right, to be fair.
Looks good.
It's nice. It's very sort of orangey, but marmalade colour. It's nice.
It almost looks like a kind of a smooth flow bitter almost in the glass.
Are you suggesting he's tabbing us off and he's actually got some John Smiths on the PD?
He's got Tetley's below the desk.
Oh, no, I got, because I got.
Right. I'm going to grab some of these comments because I'm
Yeah, go on.
horrendously late with them. Neil Long, Jack Bennett says, and Neil Long, all good in relation to the confusion about the brewery location. It's a popular brewery in the Chicago area. I've had fun learning about the geography/breweries of the UK. Just trying to return a favour, mate. Fair play, Jack Bandit. I think you must be a real beer nut to get involved with that. So fair play to you. Tom Gamble says, bring back cask ales. Our traditions should be celebrated. I'll tell you what, us not going into lockdown was a good thing for cask because that could have been a real horrible nail in the coffin of cask, I think. I know John canned a lot of, John at Lord's, I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying he canned a lot of stuff that was due to go out in cask in panic. But yeah, a huge catastrophe avoided for cask beer by us not going into lockdown. And hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood and all the rest of it, we don't. Sharky says, John, it's Ukraine invading Russia. That's what Mr. Putin would say.
We should all go down to Lord's Brewing Co. at some point. Just sort of do a sort of a live event. Not even a live event, just to. Yeah,
Tom, your accent is very different to what I thought it was going to be. I was very much a sort of. I was expecting a southern accent to come out.
No, I'm quite Yorkshire, mate.
Really confused. Like, that is not the fucking accent I expected it to come out, man.
Big up Yorkshire.
Okay. My brain was like,
I thought it'd be like Tom Stock's investing channel, mate. Yeah.
Do you think I was
Simo's been out northern. He's a bit confused now.
A bit more up north.
It's like that way. South.
Right. I'm just gonna rattle through and catch up with these comments because we've got a lot to talk about, and we've got some legends in the stream at the moment. John Durham says, Mark, 3 660 milliliter cans of Camden Hells for £5 can't go wrong, mate. That's not bad. I'll tell you what, a pint of Camden Hells in Camden was about it was about 12 quid. And the can had done about half a mile up the road. It was ridiculous.
Did you get the glass with that? Fucking hell.
I don't want to. Got another fantastic beer. Again, fantastic artwork.
Oh, very nice. Very, 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 very suggestive.
I mean, look, they know what they're doing, clearly.
Mark, I don't want to derail your comment bashing, but real quick, Camden Hells is the epitome of the not as good as it should be British lager. Please continue.
It is. It really is. Yeah. And at £12 a pint, yeah, it really is ridiculous. Crummy, didn't you have Foster's, Sharky says?
Yeah, but it was brewed in Burton, so I don't think it counts.
And then Sharky follows up, says, don't ask, don't tell on those customs forms. Yeah, mate, kind of like that. But if you've watched Nothing to Declare, they scan everything. Travis says, customs declaration form, make sure it's less than $100 and make sure they tick the gift box or you'll have to pay duty. There you go. That's probably worth a screenshot, to be fair. That's incredible.
Do you know what? For 12 quid, I told to fucking
leave it on the screen. I'm taking a photo. So I'm not going to
be
mate. 12 quid, do you know what, mate? You know, back.
Wave to Crummy's phone.
There you go.
I'm going to be online.
Very nice. Thank you.
Sharky says, I have a discount code, but it's not good on any website. Mate, you need to can or bottle something, and I'll pay shipping because I'd love to try your stuff because you've got some good stuff. I know you do some decent stuff. Simo, I'll skip your comments, mate, because you're now in. Sharky says an hour and a half is 10 miles during certain times of the day. It is when you live in California like you do, Sharky. Tom Gamble says Huntington to Notts is about an hour and a half travel. Travel to both a lot. Yeah, Huntington traffic was just nightmare. I won't go on about traffic and car parks and things. Leah Mars is in. Hi, Leah. How are you doing?
Hi, Leah is legend, man. Leah is
such a sweet person, honestly. Just so sweet.
Yorkshire, John.
What happened there? John says he's absolutely knackered, off to sleep. Take care, John. You probably when was that said?
Hang out of his arse.
Oh, mate, he was bad. He was bad. Tom Gamble says chat is like 40 minutes behind, mate. I know, Tom. I know, mate. I know.
Yeah.
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 minutes. Not.
John from Law says Leah, the birthday girl, is here. There we go.
Leah's birthday. Happy birthday.
Hello, Leah.
Yeah, but Tom, it was Leah's. Other Tom. It was Leah's birthday on Monday.
Okay.
She's like the queen. She's got a whole week of celebration.
I don't know.
Jack Bandit says Simo is an absolute character. I love it. Yeah, mate, he really, really is. Liam Miles says, yep, 57 now. She says some sharky stuff. John says, you don't look 57.
To be fair, like, he looks 57, then we're all fucked because.
Mate, I know. Tell me about it.
We're 20, so she looks 57, then we've no fucking chance of it.
Nope.
Leah says it's she looks about 70. You don't, Leah. You look not a day over 65. John says our new lager is 6 weeks cold fermentation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, lagers are just zoomed out, aren't they? Bit of a cash cow for breweries. They
On
are
the internet, we spelled lager wrong because everyone spells it with an R because we're on YouTube.
larger.
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 Yeah, we're
Leah's
a larger.
Party with the Lords. John says Tom Stocks is a proper Yorkshire. I tell thee. There you go. See, Tom. I bet if you drop John a message on Instagram, he'd take care of you, mate. He really would.
Irony is not lost on.
Yeah, I probably should come down to Huddersfield because I only live an hour away, so I probably should at some point.
John says, Luke says, I need some good discount codes for my Teesside beer site. Any suggestions?
I would say try honey or pouch, and if not, then you're fucked.
It needs to be discount codes.
Need to be clear. Does he run the Teesside beer site?
Yeah.
Or is he?
If you do, then fucking make him up as you go and send them our way.
I was wondering which way the discount codes would need to go from you, Luke.
Yeah. I mean, just if you own the site, set up some beer tube discount codes. Beer tube 10 for 10% off.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, but send it out, mate, and we'll let everybody know about it. Leah says, what time did you go on till last night? I think it was about 1.
1:30, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah.
It was late because
John
So
says
Thursday, that's quite good.
Yeah, I know.
it was. Yeah, it ended up messy.
Everyone's saying good night to John. Neil says hi, Leah. Leah says Neil Long. Jack Howard, he's back. Larger.
That's exactly larger.
John's waving. Take care, John. Thanks for all your support again, mate. Luke John Frost says, yep, I do, Crummy.
He owns the site. Okay, he owns the page. So yeah, get some
Oh,
beer tube ones on there.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, I mean,
Mark
just
is
name them after
10.
anyone. They'll appreciate it.
Yeah, Mark is an EWOT 10. It's a great discount code.
John's trolled the John's passed the troll bashing stick over to Jack now, which is good news because we had some messed up individual in earlier, and Jack Bandit says the question is all 4 of you. If you're forced to have only one beer glass forever, what would it be?
Probably this one. I was sent this one actually. It was sent to me by Leah, actually. Leah, who's now gone. Which fucking ways it around?
This one.
You can't really see this one. So it was sent to me by Leah and Neil.
What about you? So
Tommy, subs on it, but you can't fucking see it because it's. Let's try and wipe it down.
That's my fave. Just pours well. I like it. It's good for everything.
You can see the symbol at least. It does say Simo subs. It was sent to me by Leah and Neil. Leah in the chat and a partner Neil for my birthday, my 30th. So
very nice.
It's now my favourite glass because it's got my name on it. So
and that's lasted 20 years.
Yeah. All around here. Yeah.
I'd probably just go for my good old craft glass, mate. If I'm honest, I think that does pretty much every beer style. The one thing you can't do is
this is nice glass, though.
What about you, Tom? Stocks?
No, I don't have a favourite sort of glass at the minute. No, I need to get one.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I need a Yorkshire glass. Just do one saying Yorkshire with a Yorkshire flag on it.
You should get one saying
pint jug, I reckon.
Like Yorkshire, but better. Yeah.
Disco says a full one, Jack Bandit. You're not wrong, Disco.
Yeah, which is very true.
Sharky says, Crummy, send me the link.
I've sent it him. He's good.
I've sent it him.
Has anyone seen Brad Evans since I accidentally banned him from my stream?
Hey, little story. Wife could have gone into labour. There we go.
Could have done. I felt really. I genuinely slipped on the mouse. I clicked the right hand mouse button instead of the left.
How many beers do you have?
How many beers
How
had I
many
had?
beers?
Well, to be fair, I did do a 6.2 followed by an 8 followed by a 7 in an hour and 10 minutes.
There we go. That's all right. Well, there we go.
I was talking
It's
to
all right,
Mark,
slipping
and
on the
he was
mouse.
like, we should do these fucking get a couple of these beers. And I was like, didn't Tony then started like, yeah, I was like, what do you think of them? I was like, I thought they were all right. It's like, I'm not surprised they're all right. It's done about fucking 3 of them in fucking an hour and a half. I thought they were fucking banging. I think they're great. Well, they were fantastic.
No, they were very good beers. They were genuinely very good beers.
Stout, Tom? I don't know.
Sorry?
I only caught the end of it. Did you do the Imperial Stout? Did they?
No, I didn't. They'd not released that when I bought mine, so I did the Space Telescopes IPA. I can't remember what the next one was called, but it was the double IPA, 8%, and then their sour ale.
Well, I popped him right at the end, and then next door we've got this dog that's more like a bear, and it then decided that it was going to come through my dog flap. Yes, that's the thing. I have a dog flap.
We need to talk about this. What sort of dog is it?
It's a Caucasian Shepherd dog.
Oh wow!
It happened to be sat in my fucking living room. And I went, hey mate, I don't know what I mean, but your dog happens to be sat in my fucking living room.
Yeah, honestly, those things make my dogs look small. They're massive.
10 minutes, 10 minutes is no good, mate. It's like my dogs are going fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like, well, Pom was like, it's their fucking house. Your dog is going to hide. I'm like, yeah. It's massive. It's this big fucking hairy motherfucker. It's like
they're huge.
It must be like an Ewok. It's like an Ewok come back with Chewbacca. It's huge, right? It's massive. It's fucking. And it sat there, and it wasn't for moving. I was like, well, what do I do? Like, how do I get this thing to move? It's massive. It's like 35 kilos of dog. Just sat in my front room. Like,
it's probably bigger than that.
It probably was. Like, what do I do? Like, how do you get it to move? Like, treat? No, not interested. Like,
right.
You get your dog like now, preferably.
I have a discount code from Luke John Frost.
Oh.
2 messages time, but Jack says, sorry, been a bit busy this evening. You're telling me I missed another weirdo. I'm gutted, mate. He was a weirdo as well. You should have seen it. I'll send you a picture. Leah says, oh, love, that's your favourite. Must still get your glass, Simo.
By the way, was it actual, Mark? From last night, he was an interesting character, wasn't
he? Yeah. Yeah, he could probably the same person. Luke John Frost, BeerTube 10 is live, and that is Teesside Beers. Luke John,
I feel like I've done us all out of a favour because I recommended BeerTube 10. I should have gone for BeerTube 20, shouldn't I?
There you go. That's a Caucasian Shepherd. They're a rather large animal.
Bloody.
Mate, Simo, that's not 35 kilos, mate. That's about 65.
Yeah, well, Tom, they use them in the Russian prisons. They also use them to scare bears away. So
yeah, no way. My biggest dog's 35 kilos, and they're about twice that. Honestly, massive.
They sat on my lunch when I was like, if you could please move your dog. Very nice.
Yeah, can you move this dog? Because I can't. What do you mean you can't? I don't have the upper body strength to move this dog.
Yeah, it's like a fucking boulder. But my dog's going sick. I mean, I've got a whippet and a greyhound. They're going mental, and it wasn't even phased. It's like fucking whatever. It's like, mate, it's like I could eat you if I wanted to. You're a snack. And it's just sat there watching, but it's like watching telly. I was like, mate, it's like dog's sick here, but it's in my lounge. It's watching my fucking telly. Like, I'm not being funny, but you need to get your dog. It's like, oh, I'm worried about from Lake Street. It's like, well, you better fucking get your bird to and get it. It's like, I can't. So I got a bag of treats. She's like, come here, like fucking trying to lure it out the front door, but fucking back around.
Oh, dear.
Right. So the lesson is don't get a dog flap, basically. Because
Jack was loving discussions comment about a full glass. I should get these rattle through these few. Sharky will be on in about 10 minutes. Yeah, mate, it's here for you. Jimmy guitarist. Here's Jimmy from Watford, not California. Mark, it's Watford. Didn't we say that there was a Watford in like North Carolina or somewhere? Shark Homebrew. Hey, Jimmy guitarist. Yes, absolutely. Jack Howard says it's not the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight and the dog that matters.
That's all I've been doing until you get a dog that's just
Hey, you see the size of that thing?
I was going to say until there's a 50-kilo weight difference, and then it
Yeah.
suddenly becomes a bit unfair.
Neil
All right,
Morgan
Neil.
subscribed. Thank you, mate.
Neil.
And if you want to, I'll tell you what, I'll delete the names.
Smash
and if
the
you
like
want
button.
to any of these guys here.
Neil is Leah's partner.
Yes, it is. Yes, he is. It's one of those names that I recognise, but I don't realise where I recognise him from.
She's on a bench like that. There's fucking
25 likes. Let's go.
Leah says, "I'm off all. If you're around tomorrow on Spice and Easy, I'll see you there. I probably will be. Yeah, probably will be. But take care, Leah. Sleep tight, and yeah.
Neil, you're up at 6 o'clock, mate. Well, you're up at 5:30.
Jerry Guitar says, "All right, Kev," and Sharky says, "Hello, Neil Morgan." Absolutely. Yeah, if you haven't hit that like button, think about it. And if you want to subscribe, I would appreciate it.
That's not bad.
And here you've got Simo Sups. If you know him, you're almost certain to know him. And here is Crummy Beard. Just go and have a look at him. His beer reviews are very, very good. And Tom, I promote you, but you don't have a channel.
He does have a channel.
Nah, I don't do any videos anymore.
Doing it. He does have a video.
I used to. Yeah, like I say, I did videos back in the day, probably about a year ago.
You see, right? So
I got 10,000 subscribers, and I just stopped.
He's got a very good production, and he's like sort of the road great. Whereas mine just like, here's your beer, fucking like it, don't like it, fuck off. He's like, deal with it. Tom's like, this is the beer. Fucking honestly, it's like watching a movie. It's like jump cut. Fucking perfection. Here's the beer. This is it. I'm like, this is your fucking beer. It's good. No, it's not good. It's shit. Fuck off. That's it.
Right.
It's shit. Fucking
Yeah,
beer.
but the thing is, I spend all the time on mine, and then when I want to watch a beer review, I go and watch Simo's because I don't know, I like it. I don't know why.
Especially advent calendars.
Indeed. Do you ever film with that advent calendar, Simo? I'm just prodding a little bit.
You know, it started off, I opened it was like 10%. Like, mate, this is a great advent calendar. 10%. And then I was like, Shandy Bass.
Shandy Bass.
I'll go free. Oh, this is going downhill very quickly. It ended up being a bit shite. Yeah. It was,
Mark's vanished. But if he ever ended up in an episode of this would be a better analogy if I could remember the name of anything. What's that Netflix show?
Which one?
The one set in the 80s, the Upside Down.
Stranger Things.
Mark was ever set in Stranger Things. He's already got the lights set up. Look, they're almost perfect just for spelling out some. It'll end up just lighting
up. I like
how
Stranger Things was all sort of based around D&D, wasn't it? Which is pretty cool. It's like every sort of grown nerds fantasy is like Dungeons and Dragons. Fucking like this.
Yeah, but I was never into Dungeons and Dragons stuff. But I really liked it.
It never really took me. I know a lot of people. I mean, it seems to be one of them where you're either really into it or you don't care. There's no sort of half and half. You're either fully invested or it doesn't bother you.
Yeah. Yeah, I never got the itch for that stuff. I don't know. Don't have the attention span. I mean, people play games over a series of weeks. I was like, I can't remember that.
I mean, I played The Witcher 3 time. It took me 350 hours to play.
Oh, jeez. Again, never got into that quite like the TV show. I know a lot of people slate it who was into it, but I quite like it.
Behave yourself.
You not like it?
You never got into it.
No.
I used to quite like you. You know, you're going down in my estimation to you.
I'll be honest. I was never really exposed to it. I was not really aware of it, so it's hard to get into something that you don't know exists.
If you don't like, there's books. If you want to read books, there's books. If that's your jam,
was the gameplay?
There's games.
What about the Snow PSA TV series?
See, I like the first season, and then the second season just felt a bit like we don't know what to do. We've got all this money, but we don't know where to go with it. The film was great. for those who've not watched the film was great. The series was a bit weird.
What was this? I'm late to the party.
Snowpiercer. I'm fairly
Not
sure. I'm fairly sure that the film had Sean Bean in it, so he must have died at some point.
I mean,
Random.
just keep in mind that Mark's not watched Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, so we're going a
This
bit
is true.
too niche for him at this point.
This is Mark. He's like, what's an Ewok?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I'm just about to move on to my final beer of the night, and don't go, it's going to take me 2 hours to drink. It is Death Star Episode 2.
That it?
Is that it? Simo wanted more. Simo wanted more.
12%.
Northern Monk.
All right, here's my bets now. He'll have that done and
It's a
dusted
strong
in
one.
30 minutes, and he's
It's a
having
strong
another
one.
3 afterwards.
Yeah.
There's my bet.
To be fair, I've got one of the Siren Death by Chocolate.
And then about 5 shots.
What was it? Death by Chocolate Mud Cake, was it?
Oh yeah.
Jack, you probably would because the dog's thick as fuck. Just typical big
Right.
dog. They're not particularly intelligent. They're just big. But unfortunately, I had to get it out of my house.
Thought he was in earlier. I didn't see him, unless
Probably.
he might have deleted a comment that didn't come up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might be about.
Yeah, Jack,
He has
I had
been
to get it out of my
fucking
house. That was the main issue. Was getting it the fuck out of my house. It might be a big dopey dog, but getting out of my house is like you have a dog. Yeah. There's a 50-kilo dog in my house.
Yeah, that's weird, mate. That's the size of an intruder.
I didn't. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't realize I was sworn tonight.
Trav says Simo swears like an Aussie. Honestly,
I didn't think I must admit I didn't think I swore tonight, but well, fuck it.
those guys can swear. The Aussies, they love it.
I reckon I could out of room. Yeah.
Jimmy says I've had streams on all night, but listening to music. Yeah, you love it, mate, don't you? Fair play to you, mate. Good way to spend a Friday, if you ask me. Jack says whoop whoop nerd alert. That might have been. I don't think I was here for that. Jack, Operation. Now that's a game and a half.
Yeah, Jack. I don't know what's going on. You're not blocked or banned or any of my social shit, but I can't see a comment.
Jimmy
I
says,
think YouTube just being shite. I do not know, but you're completely fucking. There's nothing on my end, so I don't know.
Jimmy says, I'm at the pub tomorrow, so I won't have to listen to any of this brilliant bollocks. Yeah, it kind of is probably brilliant bollocks.
Jimmy, why do you pub when you got this shit? This is better than the pub. Fuck the pub. Pub's just pub's not.
Simo, does this make any sense? Or Tom, have you started the book of Boba?
Yeah, the book of Boba Fett. I have.
Oh, Boba Fett.
I've
Boba,
watched one episode, Jack.
What?
And I got halfway through the second one last night, but I had a few beers and I fell asleep. It seems pretty good. It's slow going. There's potential there, but thus far, the Mandalorian obviously tops it, so he needs to get better. However, the guy that plays Boba Fett is a fucking beast.
Simo, Jack's got a perfect excuse or perfect method to get this thing out of your house. Bag of pork scratches is what you need to lure the fucker off the couch.
Yeah, Jack. I don't know what's going on, mate. I don't know why it's fucking. Unless it was fucking. The only thing I think of is Jack. I think Brad took your number. It might be to with Lisa, but other than that, I don't fucking know. But yeah, I don't fucking know. She's a bit of a fucking nutcase. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I've not. But Boba Fett is all right. It's not great. It's all right, Jack. Other Jack, not that Jack. It's slow. It has potential, but thus far, the Mandalorian's better. If you like Star Wars and stuff.
Jack House is
all my boozes were shut, mate. I was in the water on New Year's Eve, and all fucking 4 of the local boozes were shut.
Yeah, we had that in our town, mate. All COVID problems.
Sorry to be a knobber now. Some fucking retard went out with COVID and gives everybody. Never find him. I'm going to kill the cunt.
Crazy, I know. It's mental.
I won't actually kill him, but I'll do some serious damage to him because he closed my local for New Year's Eve. I will seriously harm this individual.
I tell you what, on that subject, Jimmy says, Simo, you can't beat a boozer. No, you can't, Jimmy.
I was going to go out with him at New Year's Eve, but it's all planned out, mate. I was going to go fucking pub crawl. we're
Do you ever
all
feel like this
shook.
live stream is going to be used in court evidence at some point?
That's it, yeah. We're all shut. Why? We've got COVID. We're shut for a week. Wait. A week. But New Year's Eve, I have paid to come to your establishment for New Year's Eve. Well, we're shut. Well, you better unshut. Let me in because I've paid money.
And then you spent it with Spice and Easy, so every cloud.
Yeah, just went with Alan Fee are awesome since.
They're lovely. I still haven't emailed him. I meant to email him about my Spice and Easy order.
At one point, it was a bit weird because there was a couple of mods that were causing issues, but that's sort of been changed. So it's been kosher and it's been great crack. And I think I went to bed about 5:30 in the morning on New Year's Day.
Oof.
However, I woke up at about 11:30 and felt absolutely cushy. So fuck knows what, I don't know how or why. Maybe I was still pissed. But I woke up and went, I feel great. This is fantastic. I was like, fucking result, no hangover. Sign me the fuck up. Let's do this every week.
I drove to Surrey from Norfolk on New Year's Day, so I had to be a bit sharper. Got away with it. Tom Gamble says, "What is Tom's favourite beer?" Well, there's two Toms here.
Yeah.
So let's ask both Toms. We'll go with Tom Stocks. What is your favourite beer, Tom? Stocks? He's got us on mute. Mr. Crumb, what's your favourite beer?
Frozen completely. Oh no, he's back in the room.
There we go. I was just changing the settings around. I'm trying to sort out because I think there's a little bit of blurriness. I'm just trying to sort that out. But in terms of favourite beer, my favourite stout is I've only got a favourite stout. I mean, I drink a lot of stout mainly. So yeah, it's the Imperial Kirsch cherry stout. I think it's from Vocation.
It is, yeah.
But that was literally my favourite one. That is my favourite beer of all time.
Mr. Crumb.
Well, I say beer stout, but you know, that's it.
Yeah, it counts, mate. It counts.
It counts.
What about you, Crumb?
I'm torn whether to. I mean, this is always the most difficult question ever, isn't it? How do you decide on one? I'm going to decide on something that is not the best beer in the world, but it is the one I enjoy most at the appropriate time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that is Black Owl Brewery's blonde lager. So it's kind of a bit of a Belgian-inspired lager hybrid. I'll tell you what, when on those 3 days of the year when the sun is beating down in the Scottish Highlands, it is absolutely impeccable. That's probably my overall favorite, but I don't drink it very often. I drink it a couple of times a year, but it has a thing. It's one of the few lagers in the UK that I don't genuinely think is fantastic. So that's what I'm going to go for. Well, it's not the best. It's not my beer of the year by any means. So it's a bit of a weird one. That.
Talking of sun beating down, we have a Californian in the stream.
Fucking time, you yahoos! Jesus Christ! Come on! You're waiting forever. Jeez.
And here he is, everybody. This is Shark Home Brewing.
He's sober.
Say it again.
So the worrying thing is he came with that entrance and he's sober.
Exactly.
How you doing, Kev?
Doing good.
What are you doing, Kev?
I'm actually just leaving work.
What is your day job, Kev? I've never asked you.
What I do is I work in a college university, and I order course materials, basically, aka textbooks, for the students, and other schools and other supplies. So I'm kind of the procurement manager in a sense.
Hey, there we go. Nice one, mate.
Yeah, but basically I'm a jack of all trades, I'll call it, because I know been around here for too long, so I know too much.
Crummy, I'll just skip your comment, mate. Luke John Frost says, Crummy, did you get that code? Yeah, Luke, we got it. It was BeerTube10, but we don't know your exact website.
Oh, yes. Did he send me anything? I've not received anything else. So, yes, I saw it on the chat. But what is your website?
Jack Howard says, God knows, all good here, mate. It's all peace and love from me, yeah. Unless you're a troll and you get hate and fight. Jack Howard says, how right I was about them certain mods, hey? Well, similar to that Rumman last night. I don't know how much I don't know much, but I know people. I can read like a book. Yeah, mate, you were bang on about that weirdo last night. It was very, very strange.
I think
Travis
I've heard that name before, you know.
What one's that?
That one from last night. From what you said now.
Right.
It rings. It's rang ever since you mentioned it when we first talked on my stream earlier tonight. It's been kind of lingering in the back of my head, going, "I've seen that before, but I don't know where."
Guys, look at what Travis is paying for a box of 12 London Pride.
What? Hey, what? Hey, what?
He's playing Oh.
But all right, I know a lot of people have a lot of love for Fullers, right? But I have to ask this question: why?
Because they don't know any better.
It's got to be an expat thing, and it's got to be all your expats moving out there and paying that as a premium.
Horrendous.
Disco says, "Oh, it's feisty shark again this week, mate. The shark is biting." Jimmy the guitarist. I like old school pubs which allow dogs in pubs, but I'm a hypocrite because I go to Wetherspoons after football. Mate, I'll tell you what, I love them old school pubs where they've got the old pump clips, blue tack to the ceiling, the roaring fires going. There's a lurcher normally laying by the fire, and the landlord spits at you as you walk in. That's the kind of pub I like. Luke John Frost says, crummy beer 12 for 1 week, drunkenduckling.com.
What?
And he follows that up with,
I need to put that back on. I need to take a picture so I can shop tomorrow. Let's have a.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna screenshot that because I'll have a little look at that because if I can support a small bottle shop,
I'll post that out on all the socials and stuff tomorrow. So I'll go get some orders in for sure.
Do you guys have a lot of bottle shops in your area, or is it kind of just sporadic?
It's kind of sporadic.
There's not a big density of them, is there? Anywhere?
Yeah,
really?
well, because okay,
right.
So basically, it's just supermarkets and.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big online bottle shop scene here that do some pretty good stuff at pretty good prices. Tom Gamble's off. I know Tom was a newer face around here, so thanks for coming, Tom. Sleep tight, mate, and have a good weekend.
Has anyone? Well, I mean, the other two in the UK. Oh, Simo's back. Has anyone had this?
Sorry.
Yes.
Is it good?
What's that, Tom?
Not for me.
I feel like I've seen the can before. Is it like North Brewing or something?
Yeah, it's North Brewing coffee.
I believe I have. I believe I've seen it and had it, and I believe it was okay, but nothing special.
Yeah,
in that case, it's perfect for a live stream. I won't review it. Fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother, mate.
I only know it's North because I had another one. It was I think it was a dark can with a bluish sort of.
Yeah, they're all very similar.
I thought that's different. I picked it up and went, oh, it's nothing special. And went, oh, it's just okay.
Right, I need to go back downstairs because I realised that I cooked my fish fingers before the live stream started in the air fryer, and I left them in there. So I've just given them another 6 minutes. So I need to go and make my fish finger sandwich.
Right.
Give us two.
Are you a vegan?
Not anymore.
Nah.
Nah.
Oh, now he walks away, and it's like, dude.
We're getting shark vision now. Where are we going, Sharky?
What does it look like? I just did this special for Mark.
Oh, what? Oh, he's going to be very disappointed that he's missed out on all of this underground car park activity. Look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, someone even tooting a horn. He's going to be very good.
Like, come on, Mark, hurry.
Come on.
Here we get live action. Ooh.
Whatever will happen next.
Well, let me hear.
Where's the Sharkmobile?
Well, you're looking at it.
Ah.
Well, I'll just do it for Mark. Oh, come on, Mark.
He's got to collect his fish fingers. He'll be back in a minute.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
That's some premier parking there, Sharky. Look at the distance between the car and the pillar. It's spot on.
Yeah, I rolled back a little bit because I thought it was closer. Damn. But see, it's okay because I have steel bumpers, so I can just tap it without ruining my.
It just drives into everything. It's fine.
Go boom. Oh, so sorry.
Look at it. Look at the size of that.
Oh, size of the bag? Yeah. No.
It's a huge bag, massive bag.
Yeah.
What other cars are in that car park? Anything interesting?
You can probably guess what that one is.
Not. I mean, the screen's quite small and far away from me, so I can't really see it.
Well, I'll give you a real quick glance of the hood.
Okay, yeah, that's easy.
Actually, it was funny. I just walked up and did that photo. The lights blinked on. Like, okay, I'm too close. But no, but basically, what all I hear is all of your plugins for your electric cars. Which is funny. Okay, so now this is hysterical. Well, maybe it depends how you look at it.
How long does it take?
4 hour
That's
limit.
all. You got 4 hour limit. So hope to God you don't need longer. And they're not superchargers where it's just our standard 240 volt whatever. But yeah, I was just kind of laughing. I'm like, okay.
You have to move your car halfway through the day then.
Yeah.
Mark, Shark's got a special event for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Boo.
Boo.
It's not just that though. The greater area. Look where he is. He's so excited.
Look at it.
Sharky, show us your truck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably have a dead battery because I'm freaking set my alarm off.
That's a good feature that not a lot of British cars have, where you can like keep hitting the lock button and it beeps.
Yeah, we can't do that.
So yeah, we got.
That's smart, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this is our student parking. Well, where I'm at, we got a few special spots for us.
That's your student parking.
Yeah, part of it. Oh, don't get blinded. These LED
which students
lights
are drinking? Which students are driving cars like that? Fucking hell.
Oh, well, I don't see
When I was
BMW.
a student, I remember being just eating pot noodles and just living in nothing.
Yeah,
when I was a student. No.
You see the gamut here. I mean, you see all sorts. I mean, real beat up cars. Let me change the camera to
I like this American.
really expensive ones.
Well, that's like an Audi to me.
Yeah, that one I'm just looking at. Yeah, it was. But that's like faculty or staff, so it's people like obviously getting paid well.
Right. Okay.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
But as I said, the students. All the cars I was showing you were students. There's only 2 or 3. So.
Is that
but the LED lights I was kind of showed you are basically heat sensitive, so they kind of turn off. Then if you walk by, they turn on. So we got a fancy little car park.
Very nice.
Too much money, your college, mate.
Anyways, let me.
If that was a British college, that bill, the electrical bill, wouldn't have been paid. There'd be no lights at all.
Oh well, okay. Well then, I need to go show you. Taking a tour of the local car park here.
Hey, I'm happy.
So to answer your question about the power,
Shark's in a mission.
let me lock the door.
Shark's not being enough.
I'm getting my steps in.
Where are we going?
We're going upstairs.
Is this the January evolution of Elf on a Shelf? It's Shark in a car park.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can tell what those are. We got solar panels. So those are sort of solar panels. Kind of so.
Very nice.
So basically, there's
you get enlarged shot screen because we can't see much.
Yeah. How do I do that?
If you hover over him in the bottom,
Like double click. Is that,
there we go.
yeah.
Full
so
screen
basically,
Full screen car park. Let's go.
yeah.
Where's all the students, Sharky?
So these are all solar panels that power the lights around the campus. Yeah, I can't see the tops, but that's what these are.
Shark shows the co-eds. That's all we're interested in.
Oh, okay, TJ.
Gee.
Well, unfortunately, Simo, all the co-eds are basically they've been sent home.
We'll call them back then.
So basically, across the field here is where they live. That's when I usually walk home from when we're doing the year afters, and TG gives me the same question. So, but yeah.
I'm
So, I
just
mean,
amazed
is
by the amount of parking you've got.
Actually, well, this I hate to tell you guys, this is one of the smaller ones.
Yeah, I mean, our universities don't have car parks, so any amount is interesting.
Yeah, because there's across. Well, you can't really see it where the kind of the pointing building's at, which is there's probably a 5 level, and so we have roughly 25,000 students on our campus, and probably 20 or 18,000 of those probably have cars. So
Do you do PhDs?
we go from bachelor's to PhD.
Oh, nice.
But the masters and the PhD are, I mean, obviously they're not that many, but we do have some programs like that.
I did a master's. I'm actually looking to do a PhD at some point, but
Anyways,
I think in the States it's a lot more
you
expensive.
can minimize me now. You can go back down, Mark.
Nice, mate. Thank you. Well, there we go. 25,000 students. That's literally a town. I think the town where I live is like 6,000.
You have not already hit that like button, by the way. Let's get to 30 likes. Come on, you can do that. There's 24 likes. Let's get to 30.
Smash it.
But we have.
There's 9 in chat, but I know that's bullshit, man. I know that you guys can get to 30 likes. I've seen.
Can I unlock my own stream? I can. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
25.
If you aren't cheering for yourself, nobody is.
I like my own stream. Yes, I can.
It worked.
Okay,
How many subs
actually,
you on?
161 at the last count.
Mate, you're smashing it. You're absolutely smashing it. You're on what? 161. What, you're like 6 months? Not even that, maybe? Less than 6 months?
2 months.
2 months. There you go.
Killing it.
So basically, I was talking about the solar panels.
Just checking.
I'm giving Mark some car park material.
My mum actually has a YouTube account, but she doesn't use it, so I'm just hitting a like on the stream on that account.
Get to subscribe, Simo. The energy efficient LED lights down at 20%. Oh, yeah. I've seen that. Where they stay on
Park Smart. There you go. So, anyways.
Oh, nice one, mate.
Jimmy, honestly, I think I'm pretty much done.
Right. This is a big conversation, Simo. I think this needs some time. You had a bit of a.
Me and Tiny Rebel, right? We've had a thing and it's done, mate.
You had a bit.
The thing you don't speak about. It's like.
You had a.
But what annoyed me was, right? They started off well, right? They fucking. They baited me, mate, right? They started off well, like, here's 10% beer. First day, I was like, oh, mate, sick. Second day, 8% beer. Like, oh, mate, this is fuck. Next day, Shandy Bass. You're fucking what? Like, what the fuck is this shit? And then it started out like a fucking. There was a what did they call it? there was a sour, right?
Sour.
Yeah, but it was a chuckleberry sour. And I said, I ain't fucking chuckling. I don't find and then Mark, we had a Bloody Mary in there. So in a shandy bass, there was a what the fuck? What do the Germans call them? Not a shandy, but a
Radler.
A Radler, yeah. So we had a Radler, a shandy bass. Then there was a Bloody Mary. Then there was a chuckleberry sour. And then there was something called a fuck off sour in there. Which,
What?
Yeah, it was called a fuck off sour.
Did it fuck you off?
It gave me a fucking headache. I thought I'm gonna fucking die.
That's what Simo did. He shouted fuck off and launched it out the window.
Shit. Let's just say I was not very complimentary about the time it mainly got slagged off. And mainly got very it was shit.
I thought
but it cost me nearly 90 quid. It cost me nearly 90 quid. And the big deal back, it was this sensational thing that you were going to fucking buy. And it started off well, first week, 10%, 8%, 7%, 8%. I thought, for fucking first week, awesome. And then it went fucking down, like a Bloody Mary.
I saw a
chuckleberry sour. I
saw that thing today they released. The press release today.
Have you seen that, mate? That has got sued all over it, mate.
I thought number one, lawsuit. Number two, is it April the 1st?
Honestly, Mark. Well, the thing is, right. Consider that cabin, Mark, as you can imagine, typical big community. Simo will love this. Hey, Simo, you got this. Hey, Simo, we want this. Fuck off, you cons. Really like this. Simo, love this. It's like just getting absolutely fucking trolled, mate. Just proper troll. Everybody's tagging me. Everybody's fucking sending me. It's like, I've seen it. For Tom, who's not seen it, by the way, let me find the. This will make you laugh, right? How they have not been sued, I am fucking amazed. Let me just scroll back. It's not that far.
Simo, look.
Yeah, that's it, Tom. Look at that. So one's a Barocca, one's an innocent juice, one's a Red Bull, and the other's a protein shake IPA. I mean, what the fuck is a protein shake IPA? Imagine that. Here, lads, he's a protein shake IPA. What is a protein shake IPA?
I mean, if you drink beer, you drink beer to enjoy it. You don't drink it to be healthy. I mean, that's
But it's in the Red Bull can. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Mark, I tell you what, they are getting sued. To fuck, mate. I mean, everybody can tell by the look at it. It looks like Red Bull. It looks like. Do you know what? I think they lost the plot. I think they've actually lost the fucking.
Hold on a minute. Are we ignoring the fact not only is it a protein shake IPA, we're ignoring the fact that they've called it muscle milk.
Muscle milk.
I mean, that sounds like something else.
That's it. So basically, lads, right, we'll buy muscle milk IPA. We'll be hench as fuck in a few days. I'm drinking a muscle milk.
Imagine your shock when you got a hangover. You reach for a Barocca, but in fact, you got a tiny Rebel 6% pale or whatever it is, and it gives you biscuit.
The gym, mate. My protein shake, mate.
Oh, honestly, they should be. Red Bull will eat.
Turn up at the gym. I'm drinking a more protein shake. Saturday. Protein shake IPA, mate. I've got both faces stuffing fucking neck. Yeah. Protein shake IPA, mate. What are you all about?
I'll tell you what they've done. They've almost. I think they've out Brewdogged Brewdog.
Yeah, they're literally the most Brewdog now.
Although Brewdog's changed their Elvis juice back what it used to.
Do you know
Yeah, I
what?
saw that.
Yeah,
Was it
say it right.
6.7 or something?
Oh, no, Tom, you wait there.
He's
So
off. He's gone.
I like a muppet, bought oneself several cans of said Elvis juice.
Oh,
It does not taste like said Elvis. It tastes like the fucking shit stuff, but just at a stronger ABV.
Yeah.
So they just rub
So
some
they haven't-
sugar in.
Yeah, so basically all they've done is
Yeah.
add a bit of sugar and then it's Elvis.
I've not gone back to the original recipe then, from what
Yeah,
they used to
no,
have.
no, it's the same shit. Just
Uh,
yeah, you're
No.
taking at the gym going, sorry, mate, I've got my protein shake here.
They are.
They
They are literally professionals at pulling wool over your eyes as a consumer.
Yeah.
the only brew dog I get from now on is the stouts. I
Yeah,
don't bother with
Brewdog.
anything else.
I'm
Just the
with you, Tom.
stouts.
I think the Brewdog Stouts are generally really nice. The Evil Twin Nitro Coffee, Vietnamese Coffee Stout, that is incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
I will happily
Yeah.
drink that every single
Just
day of
any
the
of the
week.
stouts. I don't like that Parma Violet brew dog. I think that's a bit artificial. It tastes weird.
Yeah. But it's like that Hopaloni thing they released. Did anyone ever have that Chocoloni, Popoloni, whatever it was called?
No, it got such bad reviews. I didn't bother.
Honestly, I had it and I was like, you're taking the piss. At £2.40, they were taking the piss. It was awful. Right, let's catch up with the comments. There's only a few in. Luke John says, I love solar. I'm a fan of solar. The amount of buildings with flat rooftops across the country, surely we can reap the rewards and natural benefits. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I totally agree with you, mate. Jack Howard, there was nearly 200 kids. There was a whole 200 kids in my high school.
Yeah.
That's called a borsal, Jack. Jack Howard, very, very possible. Luke John. Travis says, all the way from east of Melbourne in Australia. I've just put a salted caramel Scotch ale in the fridge.
Oh,
Stone and Woods. That sounds mega,
right.
and he's followed up with 7.6% ABV. Yeah, that's class, mate. Jack
Solid.
says, "Oi, talking coffee machine. Talking coffee. New machine turns up Sunday. Can't effing wait." Jack, I have got a Sage Barista Express, which I don't think they make anymore. Yeah, game changer.
What are you getting, Jack?
What are you getting? Yeah, he's got a few pound notes in the back pocket. He's gonna be getting some. Probably his one will come with an Italian barista for 12 months as part of the contract.
Hey, gents, have you had this before? It's called Snake Dog.
That is my flying
Dog.
dog brewery, isn't it?
I've had one called Snake Bitch before, which it was £1.54 and it's 7%. So
Is that Flying Dog Brewery?
yes, it is indeed.
That will be good.
This is called Snake Dog, but they do also Snake Dog. They do Flying Bitch, Raging Bitch. And so, but, yeah, but I mean, it's £1.54, right? But it's 7% beer. That's not a bad fucking day at the races, you know.
Where was that from, Simo?
From Booths.
Boots.
Hey.
But she's Tomo. It's Northern Waitrose, isn't it? So you got down south, you got Waitrose, we've got Booths, right?
You got boobs.
Booths.
Boots.
BOOTHS. Booths.
Booths. Oh yeah, I've seen a Booths in the Lake District.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like fucking Northern Nobbins. Whatever.
no, I'm looking up. Jack.
Review it
Howard.
live.
Luke John Frost says, I have a coffee shop, Jack. Bravelaw Bonamat is the machines I use. Yeah, but yours are worth about £7,000, Luke. I know. I've put. You might lease yours though. A lot of the coffee bean companies lease.
I also have this.
Jack says, Melita Barista. What's that? A Weistefana.
Weistefana Vitus. 7.7%. And it cost me £2.21.
Hold on. So this is Jack Howard's machine. He's bought.
It's a very nice looking machine there, Jack.
He's bought Melissa Barista, and It's fully automatic, bean to cup integrated grinder, and Bluetooth app enabled. You
There's a lot of functionality there.
See,
in case you want to make a cup of coffee when you're really far away from the machine?
I presume you could probably do it as you get out of the shower, whack it through on Bluetooth on your phone, and then you go down, you've got a flat white sitting there waiting for you.
Possibly.
Which I quite like the idea of. Do you have to load it with milk? I imagine you have to put milk in it.
By the way, Jack, has Brad had his kid yet or not? If not, then tell him he needs to shag his missus. Because no, legit.
And if
advice with Simo.
For the 7 people in the chat, the 4 others on the stream, Simo did actually do his doctorate in gestation.
Right, so Brad's had his kid yet. Tell him to get in that fucking bed with his bird and smash your back doors in, and then she'll fucking back in.
I wondered at what point in this stream we'd reach peak Simo. I think we've just found it.
In fact, hey Siri, send the WhatsApp to Brad.
Which one? Brad Sector. What do you want to say?
Hey Brad, get back Willie inside her and get her back doors smashed in, mate. That kid will be on his way in no time, I'm telling you. There we go.
Simo, if I ever have any more children, we rock up to the birthing suite and you're standing there, I'm going to go back home.
I'm telling you, lads, if you're ever struggling, right, it works your charm.
I'll tell you what, we're going to walk into the Norfolk and Norwich Hospital birthing suite. We're, hey, Mark's beer reviews. I'll be like, April, we're going home. We're not having this.
Mark, someone's joining for some reason.
Oh dear. Oh god. Jack says it's time to have my coffee made in the kitchen on my Segway. You absolute print. Yeah, Jack's got a fair point. I said this earlier.
What?
Brad maybe will be
the hospital. Brad said he's got to bed, mate, and smash him at nose. And
Well.
like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't give him a choice, mate. It's like, just fucking jump to bed and get it on, mate. He's like, oh, fucking Bobby beer in no time. No induction. Ain't no time with no induction. That's us.
Welcome to Medical Advice with Simo Sutton. Beer reviews.
Fucking baby there in no time, I'm telling you now. That's what you need.
Yeah, I think you need to rebrand this stream. It's just completely inadequate birthing advice. Just rename it that.
Simo, smash your back doors in that baby there in no time. Until
Thank you very much for coming in. We're going to pass you over to consultant Simo Sups for some.
Dear, oh dear. Oliver 88. Hello, Ollie. I haven't seen you yet, mate. Hello. He's laughing his head off again. Jack Howard takes smash your back doors and he raises you to smash the back doors right off the hinges, brothers.
That's it, mate. At least the baby will be born in no time.
I'm wondering if he went to hospital during my stream, because obviously I accidentally blocked him. But
obviously,
then
I've not even been known by Brian, but they reckon that's the best way. The best way to get a baby to come is to do what the baby took to come. You know.
Sharky, have you had your indicator on for about 3 years?
Well,
Your stream just sounds like a grandfather.
well, because I hear my truck.
Ah,
But Mark, last night I said, Brad,
By the way, I'm driving next to a
all
cop
you
car
do
right now.
is just knock her back doors, and he's like, she won't even let me near her. So I fucking don't give her a choice. For those watching, that is a joke. If your lady says no,
Simo's about to get accosted by Twitter again.
Yeah.
He's not careful.
if your lady says no, that is a no. However, if she happens to be pregnant and needs an induction,
hey, Sharky, there we go.
then, you know.
Oh yeah, well there was a cop car next to me, and so I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna kind of minimize everything and kind of hide it so I don't get pulled over. I'm talking to you guys.
Jack said the Reaper, and good seeing you. Good seeing two should do the job.
Oh, shit.
Ollie says get the hazards on, mate.
Mark, if you want a spicy curry, right? Spicy easy to do a Reaper. There's a Reaper double.
I saw the pack. I saw it online. It's literally called the Reaper, isn't it?
I like spicy food, yeah, but for me, like, I
Oh.
about it. But yeah, they also carry on. But for me,
I'm gonna,
Madras is about the right level of heat.
I'm gonna get I'm definitely gonna get some spice and easy kits because it was just they didn't list the ingredients about like gluten, but they said on the packs like they contain
spices,
gluten.
Mate. Honestly, it's just spicy, so if you gluten free.
The whole range was gluten free, wasn't it? Nearly.
Yeah, but if you message Alan what you want, and he'll say basically this is gluten free, and if you're not, then he'll.
Yeah, I do need to message him. Trav says thinking of having a beer now. It's midday. Well, it's midday on a Saturday, Trav. So you should have a beer open, mate.
Melbourne or Victoria beer.
Trav needs to get a beer open. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go on to 1:30 because I've got work tomorrow. And Simo's...
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And Simo's... well, the last thing I want to do is have Simo give out more pregnancy / birthing advice. Because I think we can make the papers and shut this channel down pretty quickly.
I think we could set up a whole very successful YouTube channel just Simo's birthing techniques, though. I think that would work.
Hello there, Simo Stups. I've got a baby. It's got malrotation, so the head isn't in the place. Fucking smash your back doors in. Oh right, okay, thanks, Simo.
No, it'd work, but not in the way you'd expect. You'd only need one video, and you'd make millions a month because people would watch it for 8 seconds and she'd go, "I'm going to the hospital now, thanks." Just have that effect. I'm certain of it.
I'm more like a Geordie. Smash our back door in, man. I'll tell you what, that's some good shit.
Mr. Stocks, who's on the streams, put Spice and Easy's website up. I'll tell you what, they've got some banging stuff. And John said the other day that his kids don't like curry, but they'll eat a Spice and Easy curry. So that is a glowing reference.
Mark, if you order stuff, let Alan know if you're either gluten free or what your spice tolerance is. So if you order something hot and you want it mild, he'll do it mild, which is probably like a medium.
It's not expensive either. The packs are really, really well priced. I'll give them that. Ollie says, careful with the curries. Can blow your own back doors out. Never mind your missus. Ollie, don't encourage it, all right? Jack's come back with, despite some previous mods on their channel being helmets, the spice packs are proper decent. Lol, I'm a lot of things, but I'm no liar. Yeah, they looked immense. Those because they do like bolognese and all the rest of it. It's not just
yeah. I'll tell you what, if you like.
Travis says, imagine where Simo and John could go with this subject, birthing techniques. You don't even want to know where this could go, mate.
I didn't know John was down with birthing techniques.
I mean, John said, imagine me and Paul after a few beers. He'd never get done. It'd be a movie. It'd end up in chaos. It would just feels to talking bollocks right now. Wait. Oh, what do we do? Anyway, yeah, oh shit, we've got a bit of it. But I'll tell you what is it, 7.7%? That is fucking dangerous, mate. That is like 5% tops.
That does look good. I've not had that particular vice tomorrow, I don't think. Jack says, Mark, mate, you still pretending to be veggie after falling off the wagon with your Wellington?
Mark, stop.
Honestly, I'm not pretending because you can't hide a lie like that. I'll tell you what it was, right? Christmas Eve, it was like food prep day. So it was like, got the fillet for the welly, got all the Parma ham and all the rest of it. And I opened up the tray in the freezer and there was like cauliflower bites or whatever it was, just staring at me in the face. That was going to be my
That sounds miserable as fuck.
Honestly, Simo, not good. So I I kind of that morning I said, look, I'm probably going to cave in. I'm doing it. Let's just have a day. So my mother-in-law comes round and she does homemade sausage rolls every Christmas. They come out the oven, piping hot. I was like one of them dogs off a cartoon where the nose goes towards the scent. Smashed 4 of them when they were like piping hot out the oven.
How long were you vegan for?
I was just a veggie. I was veggie for a year.
Well, it's good effort, mate. You've done it.
It is a good effort, and
you now come back to the real world and be a proper.
Honestly, I'm not joking. You know what I done as part of my food prep? I done Brussels sprouts with streaky bacon. Had 5 rations of streaky bacon left. Made a bacon sandwich Christmas Eve as well. Then,
you do.
Then it was like beef tacos or something later that day. And I have an attack.
For some reason, veggie for a year. A bacon sandwich must have been like an orgasm to you.
I'm not joking because we done. Crummy, was it on your live? Was your live the 23rd?
It's very possible. Yes, it would have been.
I remember him.
Hold on. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember. Go on. What are you going to say anyway?
I just remember absolutely smashing Belgian beer and waking up on the 24th like, oh my God. And then I had 5 rashers of bacon in front of me. I was like, fire up the grill April, they're going in.
Yeah.
Going now. Like, meat, coffee. Funny.
I remember doing a couple of live streams after Christmas with you, and every time we talked, you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm just checking on this bit of meat that I'm cooking now," and it was every time it was like a solid 5 kilo lump that you were slow cooking or marinating or something else. I was like fairly confident between Christmas Eve and today, Mark's made up for all the meat that he didn't eat for a year.
It's like like when sort of drug addicts they have like a relapse and they just go hard into it. I had a meat relapse.
So, Mark, did you find it easy being a veggie? Or was it difficult? Like, did you find it
hard, mate?
Because my mum is
eating out.
A veggie, right? And she's no issues. But I was like, I could not be a veggie. I just like meat. I like steak and chicken and beef and stuff.
Honestly, the worst thing was eating out when everyone's tucking into burgers and steaks and good stuff, and there's me with my nut roast or my mushroom ravioli or something.
This fucking mushroom pasta.
Honestly, it was like eating out was not even a thing. I didn't even want to eat out, and probably saved a whole bunch of money. Ollie 88 says, "Are all people veggie in Halston? I heard you guys only have access to turnips out there." Mate, it's very much like that down here, Ollie. You know it is. Jack says,
You can't beat a wagyu steak.
Yeah, veggie.
Never had a wagyu steak.
It's absolutely beautiful. If you go to a restaurant and have a wagyu steak, it's so nice. Like, honestly,
I've never had a wagyu steak. Never.
You've got to try it. Honestly, it's so
there's
good.
Like one extreme that there's like being veggie and there's like wagyu, which is like fucking. I have more money than sense. Let's buy a fucking fancy ass Japanese steak.
Tom, you've talked very well about a Italian restaurant you went to. Technically, the day before yesterday. Now
it was last night, but yeah.
What did you eat?
On the subject, I had steak. Weirdly, this Italian restaurant is the best steak in Nottingham, I reckon. So it's hard to not order it.
Carboy steak, like a proper ribeye sort of on the
tomahawk.
No. So they do it. There's several options, but they're all kind of classic Italian steak interpretations. The one I always go for is called I think it's Tornadoes Rossini, which is it's basically just an incredible bit of fillet steak that's always perfectly cooked, but they put it on what is basically a bit of underneath it sits like a slightly spiced fried bread.
Ooh,
right. I don't know how they make it. It tastes insane. And now, many years ago, when it was allowed, it used to be topped with a thin sliver of foie gras, but that's not considered acceptable anymore. So now it's some pate instead. But it is, and then there's a sauce that goes on top of it, and it is mind-bogglingly good.
Sounds immense.
Yeah, it sounds naughty.
It's incredible.
I hope you choked on it.
I did not. I enjoyed it very much.
It sounds just Oh,
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, it was my other half's birthday, so I went there. Don't go very often, but it's very nice.
But how do you have your steak? Is it well done, medium rare?
It's rare.
it's got to be medium rare at least.
Yeah, I'm medium rare's my shout.
Yeah.
I do
think
if I'm
medium
cooking for
rare.
myself. If I'm cooking for myself, I do it medium rare. But I trust the restaurant more than I trust myself, so I'll go rare.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My old man likes it blue, but it's a bit weird. But it's a bit too much for me. But my old man
Blue's been sat on the radiator for 30 seconds, isn't it?
It's just like in the pan. Turn it over. There you go. It's like
Tell you what, talking of rare, I'm going to get up. So this was my beef welly. Crummy, you've seen this already. So humour me for a minute.
Very nice.
That's my beef when it came out.
Oh, that is something else. That Mark.
Wait.
Just sort of on that note, I'm going to have to find some food in the fridge. So I'll see you all later.
Tom,
I'm going to grab some food.
Tom.
That's made me really hungry. That has.
It's scavenging.
Coming on, Tom. Take care, mate.
Cheers, Tom. Nice to meet you, mate.
Okay, mate.
Nice to meet you.
Meet you, mate. What a lovely bloke.
Travis at
says,
home. Where's the garage? There it is.
Chuck, did you get beaten up by a spaniel?
Yeah.
I saw you fall backwards.
There she is.
Oh yeah, because she pounced on me because she.
Ask you a question there. It's like, why are you veggie?
Yeah, she wants a treat. I'm home. Said, okay, I want my home. Where's my treat?
Jack, I'm fairly sure that Marx has said it was something to do with animals going to slaughter, like where limbs or something.
Yeah, it's a weird story, Jack. So Travis, before Jack, Travis says Marco did a magnificent gyros lamb on the spit the other day. Mate, I love a gyros.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very good.
Jack says, so why are you a veggie? You find it hard, mate, as enjoying it so much? Is a decision by the missus? No. It's I'm not anymore, but it was like a pig lorry going by, and it was like, honestly, if you could hear the sound, it made my blood freeze. It was weird. Jack Howard says, melts in your mouth. Indeed, it does. Jack says, every single person who was 100% watching Sharky's dog, mate, I just saw a dog. I was like, dog. And I know Crummy would have been, because Crummy loves his dogs.
On this odd occasion, I wasn't, just because I was still thinking about that steak I ate yesterday.
You guys got me hungry. Actually, I'm going out to dinner tonight, so I'm probably gonna. You guys are getting off soon anyway. I'm gonna probably leave. So,
where are you going, Sharky?
We're gonna go to an Italian restaurant tonight. So, this is a rare occasion that I will have wine instead of beer, because the only thing they have is Peroni.
Yeah,
it's not saying it's Peroni and there's another cheap Italian Pilsner.
Right.
I'm kind of like, so I'll get my glass of red wine and kind of thing. So get my Chianti.
And go back home and get smashed on the homebrew.
Yeah, well, that's later on because I'll probably be going live later on tonight. So obviously you guys will be in bed by then. But
of course,
that's the worst thing, because we can't return the favor, because when you go live, it's going to be. Yeah, like 4, yeah.
Basically, sometimes I'm usually, because I'll go 10 to midnight, probably. I mean, a lot of times I'm up around that time. So it's like you guys will be, some people will be getting up around 8 a.m. your time. Kind of thing. Because I have done a few times where Phil Smith will join and I kind of give him a hard time. Well, get a beer, let's go. But yeah, no, it's. Yeah, I might do one tonight, maybe if not. Actually, it was kind of funny because I was going through my YouTube channel and I did like a quick 10-second video with my dad, and like we did, all he said was cheers. I think I got like 3,000 views for that video.
Oh.
I was going something's got to be wrong. Everything else has got 50, 60, maybe if that. Also, there's a boom. That one little quick 10-second video has got 3,000 views on it. I'm going like,
Sharky, did you say you had a video with your dad?
Yeah.
Daddy shark. He loves it. He loves it. Travis,
I know. It's kind of funny going like, well, okay, I got that one big hit off with him on it. Like, I guess that's telling me something, which we all kind of know anyway. That everybody keeps asking for him, so it's like, okay, I guess I'll have to do something, nail a video with him sometime soon.
So just so you know, this is Trav's from Australia's Scotch ale that he's got in the fridge. It's a salted chocolate Scotch ale, 500 counterculture. I've heard of counterculture.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then
Scotch ale
here
sounds
is-
pretty good right now.
So Trav just sent a message saying, "I've just sent you a picture of the 6-kilogram lamb gyros, and that is it."
Oh,
Amazing.
I love me a lamb shank.
Oh, that was good.
Isn't it? I might have to stick some more fish fingers in the air fryer before the night's out. Luke says, "When's your next live, Sharky?" He said it, mate. 4 a.m.
Yeah.
this morning for us.
Basically, my own would be probably. I jump on a lot of these panel kind of things, so but I might have my own. Maybe tonight, depends what's going on later on tonight. So if nobody's doing it, then I'll do something. So,
Doggy.
so it's probably 9 p.m. Honestly, well, so it'll be with 5 a.m. for you guys.
Yeah, Travis has just said Sharky's live's at mid-afternoon for me.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, it
Perfect.
would be. Because he's the right side of America for you, Trav.
yeah. Well, we're not too many hours. I mean,
Right, well, I guess we've got 10 minutes left. Where should we go with this? I'm going to do a window beer reviews thing.
there's a light.
That's a good point. We never had the debrief.
Mark, how did your interrogation go with Thomas?
Are you okay? Do you need counselling?
No, mate. The debrief was actually all right. When you were saying you got to brush up earlier, I was like, God, I don't even really know my pills to malt from my crystal ball. I do, but I was thinking I knew he'd ask what hop I liked best, so I'd already thought of that one. But I thought he was going to go into like loads of in-depth brewing stuff.
Thomas, Mark, you got off because Thomas was like, "How did you get back out?" I was like, "I fucking know." So, like, what's in? I was like, I genuinely don't know. I was like, what's in your bank? It's like, mate, it's like,
In a second.
You know what's in my fucking
Mate, the what's in your bank question is quite an awkward one, but it was easy for me because I've got an 11-week-old daughter. Like,
I don't know, mate. It's all these for the missus on the fucking fridge is like, you fucking cup, mate.
Well, guys, I gotta get going. So it's good seeing you guys.
Take care, Sharky. Have a nice meal out tonight, mate.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Mark,
Talk to you guys soon.
it's like all my beers are on top of the fridge, mate. With the missus that she controls it. I'm like, you fucking keep up. Shit. Oops.
Sharky, if he's gone. If you're still watching Sharky, I'll try and tune in tomorrow morning if possible. But the debrief was all right, mate. It was like, it was.
Oh, hang on.
There are a couple of questions in there that got me thinking because like a lot of stuff that I just don't think about.
No, that's what I meant earlier. You just got to prep your mind for the things you hadn't thought about in a weird way.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I wouldn't say it's weird. It was actually like quite insightful because it was like he looked into my soul a little bit with the questions, which I was quite impressed with.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like he's just a lovely guy, and there's just not a bad bone in his body. He's such a nice guy.
He's great. I'm being slightly distracted by the fact that I've just realised there for almost the entire stream behind. So I've got you on a biggish monitor, and I've not got the StreamYard window at quite full screen. And there's a little gap, and behind that gap, I can just see the Ewok in the car park for the entire thing.
No,
just hanging out next to the side of the stream from when I shared it at the start. It's just
I'm gonna have to print that off and just hang it on one of these pegs.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do a better job of it to be honest, if you want it for keeps, because it was a bit of a quick turnaround. But
it would be good. I think I think a lot of people would appreciate it.
Yeah, it's it looks oddly realistic. Given
So
that
what-
it's just a Photoshop job.
What has your weekend got in store for you? Obviously, you've got your wife or your partner who seems to have bigger birthday celebrations than the Queen. That's continuing over the weekend, isn't it?
It's more like sporadic bits of birthday celebrations because she's been at work on a birthday and
Okay.
Obviously we can't really do like full scale parties and stuff because
Nah.
no one's really interested in mixing with lots of people at the minute. So it's more about just doing little bits and bobs, really. I think tomorrow is probably not. We're not going to do a great deal. It'll just be getting the dogs out for a decent walk, and then I've not actually bought her a birthday present yet, as per her request, because she wants to go shopping to buy a couple of bits. So I'm going to take her on shopping on Sunday to get those bits.
Sounds expensive, that Tom.
Yeah, it's a bit bum twitchy, that one. Yeah, the undeterminate birthday present. No, she's an avid bargain hunter. So whatever it'll be a bargain, whether it's cheap or not.
She sounds like a very good lady.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll do that and take it. Yeah, I think the place she wants to go to is about an hour and a half or so away. So we'll take a little. Hopefully the weather's all right. We can take a spin out in the car, do that, come back, get some more food. Not a lot, to be honest. I think it's kind of it's that first weekend in the new year, isn't it? Like no one's trying to do a lot and just try and chill out a bit because you've been used to being chilled out for 2 weeks and all of a sudden you have some work to do. So nothing too pressing, nothing too exciting really from now. But on talks of your fish fingers in the air fryer, I might do a video on this. I might not. I'm not decided. I did film an unboxing video, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to release it or not. Because it wasn't that interesting. But we finally bought an air fryer.
You got one of the fancy ones,
Christmas sales. So yeah, I need to figure out how that works.
You got the Ninja, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just got the basic, like chuck it in a one level basket thing.
I got an absolute steal on that. So it was, I want to say the RRP was like something like 230 quid.
What?
Right, yeah. Because the 9-in-1 one.
Right, okay.
And then so post Christmas sales it was down to 180. And then I used that honey plugin in the browser and got it down, including delivery, to something like 159. Which was like, for something that's meant to actually be quite efficient at cooking and the rest of it, I was like, yeah, we don't spend a lot on kitchen stuff, so it's like, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
And to be fair, we use it a lot. Like we use it so much. It's probably used certainly more than the grill. Probably not more than the oven, obviously, but we don't. We use it so much. Talking of discounts, I can probably sort you out if you wanted me to. I've got one of my friends works for Vans. And now Vans he works for North Face. North Face own Vans. Obviously,
what's the parent? I know who you mean. What's the parent? They're in Timberland and loads of other ones, don't they?
Niji Puri.
That's it. Yeah, I know who you mean.
Dickies Skatewear.
Yes,
and he has a £5,000 spend limit at 50% off.
Wow. Wow.
So, yeah, I'm going to be making use of that.
I don't blame you. Yeah, there's a large range of outfitters in that company. Huge.
Yes, it's scary, but yeah, it's insane.
You know their UK offices in Nottingham.
There we go. He's from, where's he? He works for North Face, a North Face store up in Manchester, but I didn't know it was in Nottingham. No.
Yeah, so there's weirdly their European hub is in Nottingham.
There we go.
Which is just I only know that because a friend of mine's ex used to work for him, or still does probably.
But Luke John Frost, I'm off, chaps. Just finished paperwork ready for tomorrow. Should have done it last night, but had that 17% Russian Imperial Stout. Luke, thanks for the discount code. If you're in the chat now, if you're one of the 7 in the chat and you didn't find the discount code, it'll be in the comments somewhere. I believe it's Crummy 1 2 or
Crummy 12, yeah.
Crummy 12.
I'll put it on. I'll put it on my Instagram tomorrow. For so it's up there for the full day. I'll post it a few times.
Great to support a local bottle shop. Travis says, "Is Crummy in the house or in a man cave shed?"
I'm in the house. This is a strategically boxed off bit of my office in the corner, right behind.
Work.
Yeah, right behind where the camera is where I spend most of my days every day. So today I spent a horrendous amount of hours in this room.
How was the porter, by the way?
As you said, it is not offensive, but it's fine.
I thought it was for North. I thought it was quite forgettable.
Coffee, coconut. There wasn't enough coconut in it.
No, there wasn't. I found that, and I love coconut.
Yeah, 6.5%. It was fine. Nothing.
See, even down under they got it sus. Just had fried chicken burgers in the air fryer for lunch.
There you go.
Everybody knows it makes sense.
Well, here you go. You can help me out here. So we had chippy tea. Got some chips left over. I'm going to go and warm up. Can that be? Yeah. Is that better done in the air fryer?
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be well crispy.
So do you reckon what on air fryer for how long? What do you reckon?
Probably chips.
They're already cooked.
3 or 4 minutes. 3 or 4 minutes. Give them a shake, and then another 3 or 4 minutes max. Maybe even 3 minutes aside.
Okay. Nice. I'm going to give it some experimentation when I go downstairs.
But if you just get a jacket potato, chop it up into chips, olive oil, a bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, shake it and chuck them in. 20 minutes, you'll have the loveliest chips known to Nottingham. Right then, we are fast approaching. Simo's just said, won't be long, accidentally spilt beer on the keyboard, bloody thing. Simo, personally, I'm going.
We have to wrap this up shortly.
I've got work tomorrow.
I've got dogs all day, every day, so they're going to.
I've got all the dogs as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Simo, probably not going to make it, mate. But thanks for coming on, Simo. And I'm sure we'll be talking on Discord and stuff. But if you're still here and there's 7 people watching, thanks so much. And thanks to you, Tom, for coming in. Funny night. We've ended up. I was on Crummy's stream earlier because he streams every Friday at 5 o'clock
ish. Yeah,
and I went from there to Thomas beer reviews. Then all of a sudden it was like half an hour dinner, and then it was like bang into this. So thank you for coming. I hope you have a lovely weekend. From me, thank you. Any last words, Tom?
Not really. Thank you. Have a great weekend. You get some good beers, and yeah, hope you join us next weekend. Or the only other words are you seem to have done a virtual pub crawl without leaving the room, which is quite impressive. So well done on that one.
Thank you,
yeah, that's it. And remember, Paul's beer review's been in the low live tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Yes, well worth mentioning that. Paul, what time does he normally start? 4 o'clock.
4, he said tomorrow. Yeah,
4 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. So if you want to come and see me and Crummy on Paul's beer reviews low live at 4 o'clock tomorrow, that'd be lovely. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming.
Cool.
And we're going to do an awkward bit now where I end broadcast and then we sit here smiling. So here we go.
Just grin at the camera. This is all.
Oh no, I haven't hit end broadcast.
He's not done it. Just